Hello, everyone. My name is Brandon Ross, and welcome to tonight's episode of Bar20, a live streaming show where myself and friends come together over a virtual tabletop to play Dungeons and Dragons. Now, before we get started, I do have a few announcements to make really quick. Mainly, I'm reminding you about our socials for Twitter, Discord, and YouTube. You can find those links below, and we will also have those in the chat so my mobile users can also use those to get to where you need to go. For the Twitter page is where you can find out any upcoming updates for projects we have going on. You'll be notified when we go live on Wednesday nights and other things we may be doing here in the near future. For our Discord, please feel free to join that so you can come look for a group or ask questions about the show or have fun playing Dungeons and Dragons if you have a group of friends already. For the YouTube, you can go there and subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and you'll be able to get all of our weekly recorded episodes uploaded just before tonight's stream goes live, so you can stay up to date with everything going on. Big future news, as we have hit 75 followers today, we will be launching our Patreon here in the next week or two, along with some merch, fun things like pins, patches, shirts, and other things like that. For my subscribers to the Twitch channel, you will notice if one of my lovely table members who's listening in on this could use our new emote made. It's going to be a lot of fun. Actually, I'll just go ahead and use it. Brought to us by a great friend of mine. I have her info just below the About Me. Her name is Jade. Fantastic artist if you need emojis done. And with that 75 follower news, we are 25 away from our goal of 100. When we hit 100, we will be giving away a free copy of the 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons Player Handbook Guide, signed by myself and everybody here at the table. So I look forward to hitting that goal and giving somebody a free book so you can have your own Dungeons & Dragons adventures. But with the announcements out of the way, let's get into tonight's episode. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Well, hello.
How was y'all's week?
Not too bad.
Good.
Better.
Mild disappointment, but it'll get better.
Well, it's Wednesday night. It's Wednesday night D&D night.
It is. I was supposed to take a test this morning and it got canceled, so I have to wait a month.
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, it just gives you more time to be super prepared for that test now.
Right? I was
I'm
like,
sure you were ready already, but now you
studying.
can really concrete that knowledge.
Well, I was crash studying so hard, and then I got
gosh.
the text message, and I'm like, oh, thank God.
Well, hopefully you totally use this time properly.
But not really disappointment?
Yes and no, because I wanted to get it over with.
You'll be fine.
But
Speaking of getting it over with, let's kill another couple characters.
Yeah, let's do that.
Dear God.
Who would
not
like to
ours,
give-
please.
Who would like to give a
I
bit of an
wasn't-
opening recap this week?
Oh, no.
There we go.
I'm still stressing out over all this. Nope.
All right.
All right. Well, so what happened last week? Basically, the new trio met up, had some pleasantries, little jokes between each other, went and found out the information of what was going on with the break-in, recruited a little bit of muscly help, had a couple drinks. Well, some of us did. One of us did. Went and decided to split up to do what everyone had to do. The muscle team decided that they were going to go talk and scout. The Goody Two Shoes team, team GT, Goody Two Shoes, decided that they were going to do some recon and talking and maybe a little bit of drinking as well. Well, one of them again. Went and talked to Snow, who is the only one who's currently able to be talked to about what happened last night or the night before. She did not like them because they were guards and she was attacked by guards before. They all met back up and decided to go investigate the location that they had all heard about, and then they were proceeded to be attacked.
I'm just throwing this out there. I like the fact that after 3 of y'all went MIA, now there's 4 of y'all with Pyre in the exact same situation.
You know what? I was
I'm
thinking the
scared.
same thing the other day. It's like, wait a minute.
You guys are
No,
just
because
all
one of
kinds
us
of
didn't
ready.
get dropped. No, because one of us didn't get dropped in a single round, so we're okay right now. They had
There
their
we go.
surprise round, and it still didn't happen. We also didn't try and hide in a corner and get attacked by unexpected magic.
This
True,
is
Or
true.
behind a
true.
barrel.
I mean,
Just-
yeah.
Besides, this time we have two tanks. So
That
we
is
thought it had
very
at least
true.
a little bit. 2 tanks, a DPS, and support. I think we'll be a little more prepared. Hoping.
Hope possibly.
DM willing.
No.
Just handling some admin issues real quick, everybody.
Of
Give me some
course.
patience here. If I could have my players check the Discord real
Okay.
quick. Just to make sure nothing happens with that.
Okay.
But I will say, good recap, Rick. Take a fate dice for the rest of this session. You may use it as you see fit for anything that involves your character directly. That can be any d20 roll from me or that you make yourself.
Noted.
But just for this episode.
I'll make sure it gets used.
Okay. So, as all of us, Rick. Okay. I will get us onto our next screen here. As last we left off, our one sneaky guard, or thief turned guard, racing through the ranks, had come in, noticing a bit of a broken silver thread previously used to keep the door alerted to when someone may have crossed through their threshold. Upon, I believe, taking a bit of damage, you kind of let out I wouldn't say a cry for help, but definitely an alertness of, we have enemies. And
Yeah.
Braxton rushed in, and we are just about to roll initiative. So let's go ahead and take that care of right now.
Okay.
I did not mean to click that twice. I am sorry.
That's all right. There's no worries. All right. Annie,
Yes.
what do you got?
Do you have the first one or the second one?
First one.
17.
Well, not 147, 17. Calm down, fingers. Joe.
147 would be like a surprise round in and of itself. 15.
Yeah. Rick.
13.
Pyre.
13.
Oh my. Thankfully, this program will fix the dex tie for me.
Yeah, it will.
Yay.
Alrighty then. First up is him.
And hide.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of that.
Yep.
Don't like that you can't change this pre. It has to be while you're running the encounter. That'll be okay. there go first. Let's see here. He'll use his bonus action to resheath his dagger, bring it out, and he's going to make attack against Luco again. Oof, and it is not gonna hit. Luco, as you kind of look back as the dagger comes out your backside, you watch him go to resheath the dagger, and you're aware of this technique. You know that there is a vile substance kind of stored within the dagger sheath itself. So as you see him push it in, you actually take your hand and you like bop his wrist back into the sheath, stunning him just enough to where it kind of gets stuck a little bit, and he doesn't able to make his attack. He rolled on that one.
Oh yeah.
So he will stand ground. He knows he doesn't want to run away from you.
You sure?
Yeah.
It was worth a shot.
I don't think you're going to convince somebody that's used to fighting in close quarters that knows not to run.
DM intimidation.
Let's see here. This one you're not aware of. As he comes up, he will huck a dagger at Luco, not wanting to leave where he's hidden. And Luco, as you look back to face this adversary, just in time to kind of look back over your shoulder, and you see this figure come up from like underneath like a tablecloth that had been like overly draped over this counter right here, like all the way to the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank goodness. That's going to be the tale of tonight's rolls. Y'all are in good luck. It was a 1 and then a 24 to hit.
Well, there went that. I mean, I guess.
Okay.
Con save.
Yes, please.
Okay. AKA not good.
No, you fail.
Yeah. All the damage.
That's alright. He rolled pretty low on his attacks. You take 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
That was also... What is going on with my dice today? Golly. I don't know. It might be enough. 18 points of poison damage.
Nope.
Wow.
Unconscious. Not dead. Oh. I'll take unconscious. Not great, but not outright making another character on the fly.
All right. As this combat's going on the outside, you were right there, probably like 5 feet away from the door because you were just giving like distance cover. You all kind of, who are outside, look inside. You can see this scuffle begin to unfold. And I will say, for Kashana, you look over just in time to see Luco just hit the deck.
Ah, shit.
Okay. It's your turn.
Oh, hey. Hold up. I lost my thing. What am I doing here? Oh, I have to touch him for that one.
I know you're not on the map right now, but just remember you're only 5 feet away from the front door.
Like I'm about right there. Okay.
Front door is right here, and then you're only 5 feet away from that.
Crap. Let's What's this one? No, that one's not good either. I don't want to go in, but I might have to go in.
No, I would appreciate it.
I know you would.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'll step in the doorway
Okay.
and then let's. Why is all my good stuff touchy-feely spells? Dang. I'll go here and I'll do Spare the Dying
Okay.
since he's like down.
Yep.
So click. So that's now he's not like dead.
Correct. He is
And then-
stable at 0 hit points.
Because I suck at being a cleric still.
It's okay.
I can do. Oh wait, hang on. Where? See, and I just learned all this. What? I'll do healing word on him. Wait, no, I won't. Hang on. Yes, healing word because that's a bonus action spell.
Well, you could just so you can. I know you're not used to playing a cleric. If you just use healing word, there wouldn't be the need to cast Spare the Dying.
Oh,
Because you could
Really?
cast, yeah, exactly, yeah. Using healing word or even one of your touch spells to heal him will automatically stabilize him and plus bring him up those positive hit points. You don't have to get like Spare the Dying is in case you don't have a spell to heal with
other
at that
stuff.
moment. But since you
Got
have those spell slots available, it would essentially, and as a cleric, your character would know this. It would be a usual method to heal somebody versus Spare the Dying if you have healing available.
right. Okay. I'll put that in my notes for that one.
Okay.
So I will do healing word on him
Okay, what level?
first.
Okay, go ahead and roll for healing.
Yeah. He gets 6 points.
Does that include all the bonuses you get for being a life cleric?
That's a good question because I don't.
I don't think it does. Well, did you?
You can hover over it and see what it reads, what it gave you.
No, she got a.
No.
She rolled a 4, and then her
Yeah.
her wisdom modifier. So you get. She gets +3, so 9 hit points.
There you go.
9 hit points.
You get 9 hit points back.
Cool.
I'll take it. Thank you.
You're
So-
welcome.
Luca, just as soon as your body you still feel the pain of hitting the floor, your eyes open back up and you see Kashana withdrawing her hand from you as this vitality is infused into your body. You are
Shot!
conscious at 9 hit points
And prone.
and prone. This is correct.
And then I'm gonna hop here. That doesn't. This guy right here can't get me if I move, right?
Yes, he would get an attack opportunity on you.
Okay. I'll take it.
Okay. That was the wrong button. He's going to miss anyways. 12?
Yeah, no.
Now, so as you reach down to heal, it kind of gets his attention that light comes from your hand. He looks kind of a angry snarl on his face and finally gets his dagger unjammed, but it took too long. As you reach out to stab you, you just dodge out of the way as you move backwards.
Cool. That is my turn.
Okay. Joe, you're up. Rick, you're next.
I'm standing, so that's half my movement.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
Are you going to give me advantage for flanking? Are we
Yeah.
playing those rules?
Absolutely.
Yes? Absolutely. I am going to draw my rapier.
Okay.
And I also have Elven Accuracy. So that's 1.
Nice.
If it's going to go. Nope, yep. There we go. Perfect.
That definitely hits.
Yeah. 10 piercing. Oh, plus, hold on. Definitely plus, and I forgot to click it. Sneak attack.
Oh, your sneak attack,
so
that's
I'll
right.
do it that way. 7 more.
17 total. Nice.
And as I kind of stick my rapier in him, I'm gonna just kind of growl in his ear. I just wanted to talk. As I yank my rapier back out.
He says a few words that don't make sense to a lot of you. Actually, almost like a normal conversation. But to you, Luco, he conveys via thieves' cant. There's no more talking. Is that the end of your turn?
As much as I would love to give Braxton advantage, I'm going to use cunning action to disengage.
Okay.
25, 30, and kind of stand by the door.
Okay. Anything else?
Action, bonus action, movement.
All right.
I'm done.
Rick, you're up.
It's actually Pyre's turn.
Pyre has +3. He's got
I have-
-1.
Well, it's not letting me switch it, so you're up. I'm not fooling with this initiative tracker.
All right. Well, then I am going to pull my my mace fist back,
Okay.
and I'm gonna punch him.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right. And now that I've made an attack, my Tavern Brawler feat allows me to a grapple as a bonus action. So I'd like to grab this guy's shoulder with my right hand.
Okay. And how much damage was that?
That was 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I guess it's my athletics versus he gets to pick acrobatics or athletics.
He will take acrobatics.
Yeah, that's only a 12. I didn't roll well on that one. No, I'm going to use my I'm going to use it now since I might as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I definitely
Nope,
didn't
that's a
forget
10.
last week.
Oof. Yeah, you punch him right in the gut, and he kind of doubles over. And as you go to grab for his shoulder, he just slinks away just in time.
All right.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually move on the other side of him.
Okay, so as you punch him and go to grab for the shoulder, he dodges it, and you just kind of roll with him until the two of you have almost switched places.
Yeah. And as I go to move, I'm just going to holler out the window. You're up.
Okay.
Let's get mad.
Pyre, your turn. What do you want to do?
All right. First things first, I'm gonna walk in the door, look at Braxton, and be like, "Oh, you started the party without me?"
At least
And
you got an invite.
and I am going to rush the guy that Braxton and Luca have been fighting and rage.
All right. So as you come
Yeah,
in the
as
door,
you push past me talking about party, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's a real fucking celebration as I spit blood.
Yeah, you walk past Luco, he's already looking rough. You're like, God.
Good thing I showed up.
Thank God for small miracles.
All right, and as I'm running, I'm gonna take out my great axe and hit him with
There we go. Pulled you onto the screen for you.
with reckless attack.
Oh, okay. Now, just so you know, you don't have to go reckless in a situation because you do have an ally on the other side. Your choice.
That's true. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do rage without the reckless. That is true.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
I'm
roll
used to
attack.
fighting on my own.
That's all right. 23.
Mm-hmm.
Roll one more time.
All right.
25. Oof, closer. I was hoping for see if you get that nat 20.
So
Yeah.
was I.
But we'll take that higher attack roll. So 15 points of slashing damage plus 2 from your rage. Oof. That guy is not feeling so good. Actually, as your axe comes down, he kind of sees it coming. You watch him almost kind of pull a dagger up. He can't stop your physicality or your strength, but he does manage to kind of slow the blade a bit.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. This guy, looking pretty hurt, is going to use his bonus action to disengage. And he will move. He's going to make a break for the door, actually.
What?
5, 10, 15, and he goes out the door.
Okay, I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
I was not technically engaged with him when he used disengage.
Mm-hmm.
Would that mean that I get an attack of opportunity as he blows past me? Because I was not engaged when he disengaged?
I would say no, because rogues have that ability to, they're able to do that faster than most people. If you think about the average character, they had to dedicate their entire action to the disengage. Sure. So as he's moving, he's spending his entire his whole focus is on not getting hit.
I got you. Yeah, no, I was just checking. I wasn't sure on that one because it's I could see either way, but I get what you're saying.
No, but I will let you. I'll tell you what. You make a good point. So, not for damage, but just to grapple him.
Rip him? Oh shit! Yeah.
Give me a straight dexterity check versus his dexterity.
Straight dex?
Yeah, we'll go dex versus dex.
30-20.
Hang on, I gotta check his stat block real quick. 21. He just slips past you. Like you actually grab his cloak and he just cuts it off and keeps running.
You uppity bitch!
He is gone. He does not like this situation so far. This one. Ugh.
Guards aren't gonna take care of that one. That one's gonna be later.
Does anybody have a passive perception higher than 16?
I do not.
I don't have your... I didn't get the new characters written down yet.
14.
I do not.
Okay. Move him from initiative. quickly. I didn't know you could do it this easy. Swap Pyre and Braxton. And this guy is going to make his attack. Braxton, 24 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
18.
That's a success. You take half as much poison damage.
And I will take half as much again.
You resistant to poison?
I am a dwarf.
Oh
He
my
is.
gosh. Dwarves!
He knew what he was doing making this character.
You take 12 points of piercing damage as a dagger finds its way like under a chink in your armor. And then let's see here. And then have it again. That would be 6. You take 6 points of poison damage as a familiar to you poison courses through your veins. But you're used to this one.
Order was 6?
Yes.
Good lord.
Well, there was some rounding down involved in that, so. That would be his turn. Actually, no, he's going to.
And that came from the one that we could.
The one you can see now, as you look over from the direction of it, you can see he's standing. He had ducked underneath the cloth-covered like sales counter, rolled under it, and came back up to throw his dagger.
Oh, that was a good tickle.
And Kashana, you're up.
I want to do. Where's it at?
Joe, you're on deck.
Got it.
Yeah, that one. I'm going to do Guiding Bolt on this guy.
Okay, roll the hit.
Where's that? There's that. And that. 18 to hit?
That'll hit.
Sweet. That is 15 points of radiant damage, sir.
Yeah, he felt that.
Cool.
Anything else?
mm, um, I'll do like a really quick cure wounds on Luco because I think he still looks kind of rough. And well, I'll move here and then I'll do that. That way I can actually touch him.
Well, you could. You were still touching squares back there,
Yeah.
so you were fine.
Okay, yeah, I'll just stay there.
Yeah, even though he's diagonal from you, he's still next to you.
First level, 11 points of healing. Well, is there more that I have to add to that?
+3.
+3.
Oh, 14 points of healing.
Perfect.
There you go.
I'm alive.
And then that's
it?
yeah.
All right. Joe, you're up. Kelly, you're on deck.
Oh yes. Hey, so quick question.
Yes,
Guiding Bolt gives me advantage, right?
it does. This currently
It
kind of
does.
studded leather individual that has his face wrap is currently glowing with a sparkling light.
Then I'm currently going to use my bonus action to swap my rapier for my short bow.
Okay.
Because F that noise getting close. And I'ma shoot him.
Roll to hit.
And because I have advantage, that means Elven Accuracy triggers, and that also means that I can use Sneak
Yes,
Attack,
you can.
even if there's nobody near him.
Absolutely.
Boom! 21.
21 definitely hits.
For 15.
Whew.
Duck like a pig.
All right. You managed to sink that arrow, and you're used to studded leather, especially as you're looking at this sparkling effect going over this humanoid creature. You notice, after you take just a quick second to breathe and pause, you can see there's a little bit of sparkles that are just a little bit brighter at certain points in the armor. And you're like, I know those points. Those are the weak points. Twang!
Those are fun.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
I'm going to yell out, weapons down, hands up, and we won't kill you.
Roll a intimidation or persuasion. Your choice.
Intimidation or persuasion? Intimidation it is. Dirty 20.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that was bonus action. I'm not moving. I take that back. 5 feet. I am not having somebody sneak up behind me on their deathbed to stab me from behind.
Okay.
I refuse.
All right. Kelly, it's your turn. Rick, you're on deck.
Alright.
Yup.
Pyre is going to jump on that counter right there.
Okay.
And she's going to come down with the great axe.
Oh, damn.
Go ahead. Reckless?
Yes.
All right. And double checking something real quick. 17 hits.
All right.
For
14.
14 points of damage. All right. Describe it for me.
All right. She literally takes off running, jumps on it, and without even so much of a miss, she just swings down as hard as she can.
Okay. The rest of you watch as Pyre, in this rage, this fire genasi with this now almost perfectly on fire mohawk, just kind of chokes up her grip on the axe to one-hand it, takes 2 steps, jumps on top of the counter, and then she brings the axe around. She almost lets go of it completely as her whole arm comes around, finally catching it at the very butt of the great axe, and one-handed just BAM! Plants it right into this guy's shoulder and clavicle, all the way down to the shaft. Whew.
Too late.
And then Pyre's going to turn around and look at Braxton and say, "You got something to say now?"
Braxton is actually just, his good hand is just patting his chest so he can clap, Good job, lass. Good job.
All right.
He just kind of looks a little again. It's like, if you weren't with me, that'd be murder, though.
Quit.
If I wasn't with you, you'd be murdered.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Braxton, your turn. Looking around, it seems okay right now. One fled, one's bleeding out.
I'll just walk over to the bleeding out guy and kind of kneel down a little bit. I guess you should have listened. And that's the end of my turn.
Way to tough talk a corpse.
Wow.
I will say Luca and Kashana. Give me a quick perception check.
Okay.
I had a mini panic attack for a second.
Okay.
I am more concerned with my wounds than anything else right
Yep.
now. And also watching Pyre. That was hot in a scary way.
Cathalia, you don't notice it. I'm sorry. Kashana.
Oh.
Kashana, you don't notice it until it's too late as you watch this blur of cloth just make it out the door and keep going.
I just kind of point, guys.
Well, shit.
At this point,
You got away.
it seems combat has resolved. At the moment, things seem calm.
I am going to walk up and look at the guy I tried to talk into surrendering.
Okay.
Kashana, can you do anything to stop him from finishing bleeding out?
I can try.
Okay. I wouldn't heal him, I would just stabilize him.
I'll like kind of poke whatever part of his body I can touch,
Okay.
and I'll do Spare the Dying because there's a lot of blood.
There is, and you kind of look at Pyre, you look at the body, you look at Pyre, you look at the body. Could you? And Pyre, you're like, oh, sorry, and you pull your axe out of his clavicle finally.
Yeah, that might hinder what I'm trying to do here.
But yeah, easy enough for you, especially as a cleric, you life cleric at that. You reach down, hand just over the wound, kind of getting yourself up over the counter. You reach down and you manage to quickly kind of invigorate the body's usual regenerative properties, and where there was a bleeding wound, there is now, looks like about a couple weeks worth of healing and scabbing over has happened. He's no longer bleeding out, but he is still unconscious.
There.
Okay.
So he's stabilized.
Correct.
You wanna tie him up a little bit?
Yes, after I search his body and make sure he doesn't have anything else sharp to hit us with, and I'm going to take his poison.
Okay. So you take his, kind of get his belt off that has the dagger sheaths on them.
Yeah.
And you notice that these are well made, and kind of closer inspection, you can look at the kind of sheath itself. It's leather outside with kind of a glass dagger shape vial inside.
Ooh, I'm actually going to appropriate these in the name of the Queen's Shield.
He's starting to unbuckle the guy's belt. I'm just like, we're in mixed company.
Hey, I'm going to take his pants down, dwarf. This is called upgrading. Leave me be.
Well, I don't know what your mother gave you, but if that's upgrading, I am sorry.
Oh god.
Wow.
You are lucky poison is no effect on you. You old booze hound. As I continue
That's
to
literally
like
what saved your life.
full
You're
proof.
old and you drink and you're a dwarf.
Yes.
Oh, I continue. I look for any kind of orders. I look for anything that's denoting on his person a rank. Obviously he is
Let me get investigation check, please.
Black Vine. Yes. Investigation. Dirty 20.
Nicely done. Once you kind of get his mask down and hood back, you can look at his face, kind of blur a little bit. You know this is an individual known as Christopher.
Christopher.
Kristopher. Christopher. He has no last name. You know you've not had direct dealings with this person, and when you had departed from this world, you knew he was kind of newer to it. Now that some time has passed, seems he's worked his way up a bit.
Or Christopher. Doesn't know when to let it go.
Looking about his person, you've already found that. With a 20 total, I would say still leather armor. Doesn't seem to be anything magical else on him.
Mm-hmm.
And his gear is averagely made. Nothing seems to catch your attention besides gaining the information of you kind of knew who this was. Like, you didn't know them, you're just quasi-semi-familiar.
Right. Passing familiarity.
Yes.
Okay. But there were no orders or anything, no... I wouldn't know a rank of his or anything like that.
You would guess with the poison you felt course through your body that this is someone who took care of definitely the seedier parts of negotiation. He was a problem solver, yes. Usually paid well to have their particular set of skills.
Gotcha. Okay.
What do y'all do next?
I'm gonna kind of look at them, and I need half a second.
Okay.
Pyre's gonna look around, just kind of check things out.
Okay. Are you just kind of looking over everything, or are you actually gonna kind of dig through
Just-
some stuff?
I'm just kind of looking around, just
Okay,
like.
give me a perception check, please.
Right.
12. It doesn't take you long to kind of pick up that this is definitely not a store or a bar. Looking around, you can see that, there's enough things on the shelves to kind of give the appearance of being a store, and there's enough what looks to be ale about to get the presence as a tavern along with a bar along with this general store, but nothing seems to really catch your attention.
Okay.
Do we see any other doors besides the one we came in?
From where you're at, no.
Okay, so they had to come in from somewhere. So I guess I'm going to kind of start looking around for any kind of trapdoors, hidden rooms, anything like that. I'm going to look for traps primarily. Secondarily looking for like hidden bolt holes, emergency tunnels, stuff like that.
Okay, give me investigation, please.
Is this guy tied up yet?
I would imagine that's what you would have been doing.
Okay.
Or
yeah,
no.
tie him up.
Okay.
Well, I asked Luco if he was going to tie him up. And then he stripped him instead.
It's on looting duty. It was your job to tie up the suspect.
Then I would like to tie him up and gag him.
Okay.
What kind of BDSM group did I join?
Airport's pineapple.
Good to know. Better late than-
Luco, as you're looking around, nothing. It's odd. Usually there is something else around that is either an exit or another escape. Even look on a roof and looking around, you don't see any other way to leave this current room.
Fair enough.
Pyre's gonna look over at Braxton, like make eye contact with him, then look at the ale, and then look at him, and then be like, I'm surprised you haven't rated the alcohol yet.
He can handle booze. He can handle poison. I don't know if he can handle poison booze.
I'm busy.
What are we going to do? Wait for this guy to come back to consciousness?
You want to talk to him?
We can bring him, or we can leave and
you
question
want
him
to
at,
talk-
like, I don't know, our guardhouse.
I like that idea better. Just so we don't have any surprises.
Well, I mean, he's being arrested, so let's take him to jail. Do you want him to walk, or do you want to carry him? I'm not carrying him.
I'm going to look at Pyre. I'm going to say, what about you, Wildfire? You mind carrying him?
I pick him up and sling him over my shoulder, just walk out.
Okay.
Perfect.
Easy to
My
do.
kind of woman. Let's go.
All right. All of you head out of the copper table with your suspect in tow, heading towards the familiar and nearest guard station. This one would belong to, here in the Earth Ward, that was
My jurisdiction.
yours. So, you lead the way back to the guard station.
My house in the middle of the street.
In the middle of the Earth Ward.
Yeah.
I'd say at this point it's probably looking about later morning, because it was pretty early once you guys got here. It was still kind of dawny, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we weren't even really pushing through crowds yet.
Yeah.
Approaching second breakfast.
Yeah. It's getting there.
You mean third beer for you?
I beg your pardon. It'd be fourth beer.
You get him through the streets. No one really... A couple people look, but they're like, oh, Queen Shield. Okay. And they just go about their business. But you get him back to your guard station, Luco.
Awesome.
What do you guys...
I guess we're gonna go take him to an interrogation room.
Okay, easy enough. You know exactly where it is. You go into the main room. You take the far left door. Kind of leads back into a deeper portion of it before you get to... Like up front in the main lobby area, it looked to be decently built. Not like it was cheap or run down or anything, but as you got closer and further down this hallway, you notice the kind of transitions from wood to brick, and then you come to one doorway that is just completely surrounded by brick and a metal door. You know this as the quietest room for reasons.
Yes. Reasons. I love it. Chaotic vague. All right, we drag him in. I'm going to make sure we have enough seats for the non-participants.
Okay.
And I am going to ask Pyre, would you just kind of... Don't throw him, because I don't need him dead before we can talk to him. Just kind of put him down for a minute. In the corner there.
And I sit him down.
Okay.
And I say, well, it's kind of nice being in here for a different reason.
I know exactly what you mean. Total power trip when you're on this side of the table.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, God. I heard dice. I don't like this.
What do you mean?
You don't hear anything.
I know what it means when we roll random dice.
As you kind of place him down, he begins to stir. Kind of, and his eyes open, and he takes in the scene, and immediately you can just see the "oh shit" look in his eyes.
I'm gonna kind of lean down and kind of squat in front of him.
Okay.
Kind of on the balls of my feet. I'm gonna look at him. Christopher, you know you fucked up.
He just kind of nods his head.
I'm going to loosen this gag and you're going to tell me what I need to know. And maybe you just end up in a jail cell. If you tell me what I need to know and a little extra, you may or may not have a lockpick to help get you out. And I might even be willing to put you in the crappy cell.
Roll persuasion.
Are you...
With advantage.
With advantage?
Well, are you being honest about this?
Yeah.
Then yes, with advantage.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Thank God for small miracles. Dirty 20! From a 1 to a 17. That is by the grace of awesome.
You just see him kind of nod his head, understandingly so.
I'm going to loosen his gag. Now, Christopher, you know I'm a man of my word.
Yeah, I know.
You know I'm not going to bullshit you.
He kind of looks.
But
He looks past you and looks at the other people. Yeah, what about them?
They work with me. They're going to honor my deal. This is my show. This is my house.
What do you want?
I need to know where these people that you guys may or may not have taken. I hear Elisa's got some fun to do. And I heard that some people may or may not have paid a visit to the copper table last night.
Yeah. Group of 3.
Are they still alive?
I don't know. I mean,
Were they alive when they went to Elisa?
Barely, but yeah.
Barely works. All right. Next question, and you may or may not know, so I won't hold this one against you, but so help me God, Christopher. Do not lie to me.
Okay.
Where is Taine?
Last I saw him, so I don't know what it was, but he had interest with one of the people that were down there.
Down where?
One of the group we took down there.
Okay. Which
I'll
one?
step forward. Down where?
Under the table. Where else? You think we just drug them through wide open streets?
Christopher.
We drug you through wide open streets. And I'll
For
step back.
guards, it's different. Christopher, where's the hatch?
He kind of looks down and around. See the. In the back, there'll be a couple barrels back there. The biggest one kind of
Okay.
give its front face a push.
All right. Christopher, I'm a man of my word, but I gotta be honest with you, brother. Black Vines are not gonna be thrilled with you right now. But I was once in your shoes. Literally. It's not too late to change. You can keep doing what you're doing, what I'm doing now, and you can work for me. I'll clear it with the captain. We'll work on some kind of amnesty program. You'll have food, a place to stay. You'll have a group that actually gives a shit about you. Does any of this sound like a good idea?
Are you being honest with him?
Yeah.
Give me one more
The
persuasion check.
do what?
Give me one more persuasion check.
16. I mean, the more people I have on my side to do this kind of work, the better I can clean this place up.
Let me just check his stat block real quick.
Okay.
This is going to be close. Oof. +0. Never mind. It's not going to be close. He just kind of nods his head. As long as my neck stays attached, you can keep me out of jail and my stomach full. Sure.
Sure. Are there any nasty surprises that we need to know about going down that hole before we go?
Depends. Nothing I know of, but if Alyssa is still there, you and I both know what she's capable of.
Very true. All right, Christopher. You're going to stay out of jail. You're not going on anybody's block. You're not going to do anything like that. But until I get this cleared up, I need you in protective custody. Okay?
Right.
So I'm going to take his thieves' tools that were on him, slide them back to him,
Okay.
and then I am going to step outside to call for some food and drink to be brought in for him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to kind of motion for everybody else to walk out of the room.
Okay.
I'll leave orders with my men before I leave that no one's to touch you, and I will lock this door. I will knock 3 times, 2 times, then 3 times. If anybody else tries to come in, I need you to figure out somewhere to hide.
He just kind of looks around his just empty room besides 4 chairs. Right.
Okay, well... Shit. Alright, I will give orders that nobody's to come into this room, and I'll lock the door, and if anybody's coming in, well, yell for a guard, and try and run.
Okay.
I trust you because you gave me your word as I gave you mine. Please don't make a fool of me, because if you made a fool of me, I'm going to have to fix that. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. Just remember that I do enjoy a nice apple pie with extra cinnamon spice and no tart.
Yeah, I'll talk to the meadery and we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
All right. And I will make sure he at least gets passable food, an ale, and I am going to post
tart.
one of my guys at the door as I lock the door.
Okay. All of you are motioned out by Luco and are now just kind of standing in the hallway as he has called one of his own guards over to watch the door.
All right. Well, Got one of two things to do here. Now that we know where the door is, we can go back and go in. Or we go, I don't know, rest up. I mean, is everybody else okay?
I'm okay.
Do we need to sit for a minute, get something to eat, let you drink half your weight in ale?
I like the way you think.
All right. Well, I think we're going to take an hour
Okay.
to
So you
sit
guys
for a minute.
enjoy a short rest at a nearby. Say at this point, it's still a little slow to the crowds as it is the day after the summer solstice. And normally, all of you who have been with the Queen's Shield, as long as you have, you know that this is definitely the slowest and most least productive day of the year. Everybody was out late partying last night. Pyre, you're actually surprised and a little angry. You're awake, sober, and not hungover.
Hey, but I got to kill something, so that made up for it.
You're going to get paid.
That too.
And hey, I might just offer you a job.
All right. I don't know about that, but the offer's nice.
But all of you do just spend your hour kind of. There's a nearby tavern. Let's see here what this one would be. Make sure I get this correct. This would be the Wandering Cup.
Wandered right into Braxton's hand. That's where it went.
No,
Yep.
no.
It's not too far from. It's a popularly frequented tavern by the Queen's Shield because it is. It's like across the street and down by like 30 feet.
Yeah. We can get in and out on our lunch break.
Yeah, pretty much.
I will use one hit die.
Okay. Anybody that wants to use any hit dice to heal up, any of your short rest abilities that come back, you can refresh those.
Right. I didn't mean to do a second one. Yeah, screw it. I'll do the second one. Okay. Nice.
Okay. Short rest is had. Your hour comes to a close. What would the party like to do?
Well, we've got one of two options here, guys. We go to the, we go back and hope to God there's no one else in there to stab us. And kind of go down in there. Or, we gather up more guards to go down there with us and we make this into a good old-fashioned raid.
I have a question. How long has Snow been resting?
Let's see here. She went down. Well, she was interrupted, but I wouldn't.
Briefly.
She didn't really exert herself, so I won't count that. I would say you went down just at dawn or just prior? Just at, correct?
I believe so.
So just at dawn, and it's
Say she's right about there. By the time we get back over there, she'd probably be
Well,
waking
you
up.
you guys went to the table after you had talked to me, correct? Like shortly after?
yes. So they would have been
Yeah.
And
there.
you had said that that was about after 3 hours of rest.
Yes.
So, without counting an interruption, your fight in the table, plus your interrogation, and your short rest.
Plus lunch, yeah.
Yeah, so it would probably be another 3 hours?
It'd
4
probably be
hours?
another, like, I'd say 3 hours. So I was gonna say like,
Okay.
So then,
I was gonna say 2 to 4 anyway. So I'd say probably about 3 more hours.
Yeah.
so then she would be 6 hours in at this point
Yes.
into a long rest.
What?
Did we tell her? Or do we handle this ourselves? I probably wouldn't mind having another pair of hands. And I don't know how many more men we can keep committing to this out of my ward without weakening, the general keep patrols and stuff like that.
Well, if they got her friends, I'm
She
pretty
probably
certain
wants in
she
on
has
this.
a...
Vested interest?
Yeah.
I wonder if she's hot.
She's right up your alley, bud.
Well, she's female, so yes. I am half-elf and my mother was a bard, so...
I will simply remind you that if you go to snow now,
We might
the
give
long
it a
rest
couple
would
hours,
be
yeah.
interrupted.
Oh, yeah. No, I know that. I wasn't planning on, going and waking her up right now.
Oh, okay.
But we could probably start heading in that direction. Also, check in and let our CO know what's going on and update
Yeah.
them.
That might be a good
And
idea.
I would say let's do that first. Check in, make sure we update the captain, and then see where Snow is at. This Snow woman.
That's right. You did not meet Snow.
I did not.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
So we're gonna go talk to what's his face,
Capitan.
Okay.
Bryson.
Or whoever's commanding right now. Whoever's in
Yeah.
charge right now. Because he's been up all night too.
Bryson's probably on his way take a nap himself.
That's what I'm saying. Whoever's coordinating everything right now, I would say we talk to them.
I'd say my 3 guard members give me a history check.
Oh, God.
I'm good at this one with this person.
And
Oh,
no!
apparently not.
There
Hey!
it
Hey,
is.
Kelvin got it.
Calvin's got somebody.
I mean, amongst the 3 of you talking, Braxton, you remember who has been placed as the daytime sergeant of the guard for the Queen's Shield. You know it as a individual known as Thomas Brightblade. And I would say with an 18, you recall his last name isn't Brightblade, but it's one he took on after he himself did some time with the King's Blades as a paladin upon the front lines.
Yes, it's Sergeant Brightblade. Good guy.
Where's he at now?
He's... Where would he be?
He would be through the Skyward.
Oh, he's this way.
Leave
And then
no
Do
little
you
one.
point or you just start walking?
I just start walking,
Okay.
and then I'm like, wait, and then I turn around and walk the other direction. Nope. And then I head back the way I was going and continue on.
Okay.
Damn it, drunk.
So you make your way through the streets again. It's a day after a huge festival. Everything's pretty slow. A lot of people are groggy. Easy enough. You get through the Earth Ward, into the Horizon Ward, quickly into the Sky Ward itself, passing through some of the gates there, or you come across the Sky Ward guard station. And this is a building that's a bit larger than the other ones you're used to, as it is kind of a central hub for the capital itself. It's one of the 3 main guard centers that are the larger capacity here. It's this larger, kind of like this brick and stone building. Some seems to be well masoned out, others seem to be they just kind of took some rock from the ground itself and made it into the shape of the building. Well made, defensive. I'll head inside. Pyre in tow.
Yeah.
You know, a little anxious probably at this point because you don't really go to the Skyward that much.
No, not voluntarily.
Out for reasons she wants to go.
Pretty much, yeah. But you get inside. All of you talk with the clerk at the front desk. Your 3 guards with 1 person in tow. It's not a lot of questions asked before you are led back to an office. Knock on the door. Yes, come in.
Head in.
Charge.
As you head in, you see this kind of a large individual, almost probably a Goliath, if not quite that large. Definitely much like a bulkier framed human. Definitely some Goliath or giant somewhere in his bloodline, but completely covered in plate mail, sans helmet, the great sword actually kind of mounted behind him. And he looks up from his paperwork to his desk. Braxton?
Sergeant Brightblade.
He kind of stands up, reaches down to clasp your hand,
Shake back.
and it just goes, like, it's all the way up to, like, your forearm, elbow. He's a big dude. And
You don't shake hand shakes you.
he sits back down. I don't recognize your allies of the guard here. What can I do for all of you?
We have Luco from the Earth Ward, Kashana from the Horizon Ward.
I'm gonna nod my head when he introduces me.
Okay. He just nods back.
And I'm sure you remember this one from a time or two. I point to Pyre.
Kind of nod, but kind of have my head down, like, no.
Ah,
Why?
last year's champion of the games. Or
Yeah, that.
former
Yeah,
champion.
Remember me from that.
I know of your exploits, but quite a strange grouping here. You wouldn't be... And then he kind of looks over some notes real quick. Ah, I had read about this. Report from Bryson. You come with updates?
Yes.
Continue.
I will step back and let Luco talk.
All right. Based on sources we discussed and a recent suspect that we apprehended and were able to turn into a confidential informant, we have discovered that the 3 adventurers that were looking into the copper table last night were apprehended and last seen alive, being passed off to a Hexblood hagborn named Elisa, who is a torturer and interrogator for the Black Vines. The primary suspect of the entire event last night, Taine, was also last seen going to deal with one of these people, one of these adventurers. Once we are done reporting with you, we are going to go and collect their one remaining compatriot and gonna go have a conversation with Alyssa. I would say to bring more men, but honestly, I think they'll just get in the way, give them opportunity to get away, and put our men in unnecessary danger. In this instance, a smaller force would be better.
Everyone make me a perception check.
That's a 22.
Nice, nice.
9.
I would say Pyre and Luco. The 2 of you notice that just as this individual had asked Luco to speak, you watch his index finger kind of flicks over and points to this inkwell in a quill. And as he does, there's a quick, very small flash of arcane magic as the pen lifts itself from the inkwell and begins to write as Luco is talking. Once Luco finishes, you watch as a similar flick of the fingers given, and the quill returns itself to the inkwell.
Well, that's a nifty trick.
It is hard to find quill for my hands, so I had someone come up with this.
I'd love to get that person's name because I hate paperwork.
Don't we all? And he kind of looks to Braxton. I almost miss being on the front lines.
Well, if you ever want to join us one time, glad to have you.
Oh, I am sure. But another story. If what you say is true, though, this Taine individual, very disturbing. City is still
And at
locked
this
down.
point in time,
I
very
approved of that.
dangerous. Good.
No one has said
It'll
they
at
found
least
him.
slow them down. Well, they're not going to find him. He's dug in. But if we're lucky, he might be close by, or at least Elisa will know where he is.
Very well.
He's either going to make a break for it, which all this lockdown is going to do is slow him down, but it'll force him to go through some more creative channels to get out.
You believe fetching this ally of theirs would benefit the group, or would you not strike now?
Yes. No, I think getting her would give us another pair of hands and someone that has a vested interest. It also will not weaken the guard any less in the what I'd say pragmatic view of things.
Very well.
Plus, I'm sure she'd like the ability to either rescue or avenge her friends.
Very well. Give me one moment, please. And he watches, he grabs like a stack of papers and uses a little bit of a smaller tinder box to light a candle. And he begins to handwrite a couple of words onto each page before signing it. Takes a bit of wax, takes a seal that he has kind of on his ring, and presses it into each of them. Hold on to these, should anything get a little ugly.
Okay.
And it pretty much states that you will be infiltrating a known front of the Black Vines, and that lethal force is authorized to preserve the livelihood of the citizens of the capital along with the soldiers involved.
Always love the option to go nuclear.
Return once you have finished this.
Of course.
Bring this Taine to justice. Preferably for public view. But if not, too dangerous? I heard of your history before.
I'm going to give him kind of a Cheshire Cat smile and kind of nod my head.
And he'll look to Braxton. Keep things calm, if you can. I don't want that to heal another wrist of yours.
So when this is over, you gonna let me take you out for that drink this time?
You can't outdrink me. We've proven this.
I bet on that, though.
It was close. You know it. I think I got you this time.
Bring me this Taine. And I'll even pick up the tab.
Done.
With that, he just kind of stands, shakes each of your hands, looks to Pyre. Working with us, I see. Very glad to hear this. Perhaps make your file a little lighter.
Anything I can do to help?
By dropping some of that sarcasm.
Hey, I said help. I didn't say I'm helping people. I'm helping me. I'm helping.
That's right. It's help.
Yeah. Earned amnesty. Earned amnesty is still amnesty.
That's right. All right. All of you leave his office.
All right.
Where would you like to head?
Where's this chick sleeping at?
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Rude.
Yeah, show enough.
Manners, first of
My
all.
apologies. This young lady.
At least he didn't say pussycat. Where's this pussycat sleeping?
Oh my god.
No idea.
He doesn't
He doesn't know.
I just
He
know
doesn't
she's
know.
Female. I know she's female. That's all I know. He's a hippy dippy named Snow.
And
That's
what?
all I know.
And you may not know she's a cat,
I have no
but
idea.
she's a female. So
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Oh boy.
Yes, I will take them towards the inn that she's staying at.
Okay. All of you are brought to the Gracious Pint.
Oh yeah, the fancy part of town.
Yep.
Has Luco ever been to the Gracious Pint before?
Now, Luco probably usually doesn't leave his own ward for a good reason.
Got enough on my plate.
So as you...
Is Luco still wanted in?
Oh my
No.
god.
It's been long enough.
I know what that means. I'm just making sure.
All of you get to the Gracious Pint, and Luco, it's your first time seeing this building. So it's this well-built, all wooden, 3-story building with just fantastic structure, windows, steps that lead up to the door. It just screams, we're fancy. Like, it's not like it's overly trying, but remember, this tavern and inn is like close to the edge of the Horizon and Sky Ward where those two come together. So there's definitely a higher bit of wealth
Oh, there's
here.
some money here.
Yes.
My practiced eye is tracing every fat purse walking by, every person with their eyes to the sky. Fingers are itching. It's
me
old.
too.
It's old. Habits die hard.
Braxton and Kashana got to keep an eye on Pyre and Luco right now.
Oh. We got a job to do. Like, I'm saying it to myself, like, out loud. Like, eyes are half closed, but I'm still noticing everything.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Oh
God.
no.
Oh, God. Yes!
You,
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you say it to yourself, and then just as you're about to reach out, you bring your hand back, and you're like, nope, I'm better, I'm not this lowly thief anymore.
Holy nothing.
And then you head into the Gracious Pint. Braxton, you are immediately greeted by Roland. He's happy to
Yes,
see
I
you.
am. Yeah.
For
Kashana,
the second time
he
today.
knows you as well.
Yes.
Yeah. He goes, back so soon. Oh my. And he sees there's more people with you this time. Another guard and a rough and tumbled looking fire genasi. Right. Well, how can I help you all today? For the second time?
I believe we're going to wait until Lady Snow awakens. We would like a word, but we don't want to interrupt her rest.
Okay.
You know what time she went to bed?
Roughly dawn.
And roughly how long ago has that been now?
At this point, you've rested, you've walked, you've had interviews, you've had the scuffle, looking around there as well. You're probably about... I imagine she probably has about an hour or two before she awakens. You are welcome to wait here.
I would be happy to. Something to keep my mind active. You wouldn't happen to have a lute or another instrument handy, would you?
Me, no, but perhaps one of the
With the bar?
performers. I know some instruments are kept here.
May I borrow one?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. I nod and kind of point in which direction I would need to go.
He kind of just points over to this kind of huge individual standing behind the bar. Again, even the bartender looks a little rough. Like, you can tell, and you know it is a citywide festival, and just goes to solidify it was a great night to strike.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of you just wait the hour or two?
I'm going to play for the bar.
Okay.
Sit on whatever little... I'm sure they've got a stage for performers and stuff like that. I'm going to drag a chair over there and kind of have a seat and use that to kind of occupy my mind rather than other things.
Okay. Snow, do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
Odds or evens?
Odds.
Odds it is. 1 hour passes before you feel yourself pulled into consciousness, rested, restored, but worried. What would you like to do with your brand new day?
Long rest complete. Thank God. That was minorly terrifying. She will get up, wash herself up. She'll tuck the doll that she had on the bed with her back into her backpack
Okay.
that she got from Tam.
No.
And she is going downstairs to look for food. She's hungry.
Okay. As you go downstairs, you immediately see 2 familiar figures and a third semi-familiar figure. You notice the 2 guards you spoke with this morning, and then also the barbarian that was in the Colosseum alongside your allies. Well, not alongside, but competing with them.
How much for food and drink?
For you here, you just ask for it.
That's right.
That's right. We saved somebody's life.
Pint coming in strong. Yeah, she'll order some food and some water at the bar, and then seeing those 3 there, she'll just kind of give a sigh and walk over to their table. Is there room for her to sit down with them?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, she'll just pull out a seat. You're back sooner than I thought?
Well, we have news, and we waited for you.
Question: is Snow wearing her hood or anything like that?
For the moment.
Okay, so she knows who you are.
They both know who each other is, technically. Yeah.
Yeah, I've just
But,
never seen her without the hood.
Right. No, she's kind of just... It's still a bar. She's not sure how people are, so... She's
These are-
staying covered.
Okay.
I'm going
This
to
is-
stop playing, and I'm going to walk up to the table.
Yeah, at this point, you notice that a figure that is completely covered in cloth has taken a seat with your allies.
Snow, this is Pyre. She was in the Colosseum. She's reliable.
Get the question out of your voice. She helped save our lives and get us valuable information.
And that's Luco.
I hold out my hand. Charmed, my lady.
You'll give Luco the side eye, but gently put her paw into his hand, even though it's covered.
Would I feel that this is different than a normal hand?
You would.
I kind of,
It has cloth over it, so you're not sure. Is she just wearing really thick gloves?
Are you cold by nature? Or do you always walk around in gloves?
You'll look directly at him, and he can see the feline heterochromic eyes staring at him.
Oh, well, that's just fantastic. Lady Snow, I must say you have beautiful eyes, and I will kiss her cloth paw. I am a charmer, goddammit.
You'll look
Luco?
over at...
Luco, you've already got the pants off one person today. Calm down.
Drink your
Snow
beer,
will
old
just-
man.
Snow will snatch her paw back when she hears him say that.
Perfect.
She'll look over. She'll look over at Pyre and kind of give her a nod. We've met before.
We have. You hang out with that strange orc.
I do. You looked rather rough and tumble the last time I saw you.
Still rough and tumble today.
Well, I may not know much about you, but I appreciate you being willing to help my friends. It does mean a lot.
If helping them helps me, I'll help anybody.
Snow just gives a nod like, okay, I get where you're coming from. And then she'll look back at Braxton and Kashana. Well, I've gotten my rest in, thankfully.
You might need it. I think we found him.
Oh, I definitely needed it. I would not be surprised if I had met my own demise in that place. I
From
take
what-
it will be...
Thankfully, you won't have to. We believe we found information on where your friends were at least moved after they attempted what they attempted. Would you like to come and help us investigate and possibly find them?
Well, as much as it terrifies me to do so, I feel I have no other choice but to go with you. I owe them that much. And I owe Taine some retribution, which I should have done the first time. So, I am at your disposal.
All right.
Well, finish your breakfast and then we'll go.
Yes.
We need you at full
appreciated.
strength.
Since this is a different day, give me just a moment. technically a different day.
True.
Someone has to prep her spells.
Ooh,
Yeah. And
we
you
gonna
can,
see a
you
change.
can do that while we go take a quick 10-minute break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
So we're going to take a quick little 10-minute break, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing how this crazy group moves forward from here. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see you in about 10-ish minutes, everybody.
Thank you.
See you in a bit.
And welcome back, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us during our little break. Let my players go get some food, water, use a restroom. Well, we're all back now. So we're going to head right back into it. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back from your break. I hope it was nice. I got some water myself.
Yeah.
No snacks today, just water.
Wow.
Okay, a lot of us got a little salt during the break.
Oh! That's okay.
All these flavors, and you got to be salty.
Yeah, for real. Before our break, the troop of 3 guards and a fugitive. There's a joke there somewhere. 3 guards and a fugitive had managed to successfully break into the Copper Table, a known front for the Black Vines, one of the various underbelly associations within the capital of Raitul. Through some encounter, some combat, and some well-rolled persuasion checks, they managed to... No one died, and they even kept their captive alive, took him back to a guard station, and through more successful persuasion rolls, Joe, you lucky person, you managed to... I am on my side too. I could not get out of double digits.
Man, but that's okay.
That's okay. It makes for a good story. You managed to convince one of the Black Vines to potentially switch sides, just as you had some time ago, Luco.
Yeah.
Making your way to see the Sergeant of the Guard for the Day Watch, Sergeant Thomas Brightblade, a old ally of Braxton, where they had shared a history together in the King's Blades, the kind of armed forces of the kingdom, the outward, not really known for Town's Guard. You gave him some updates, and he gave you his blessings and orders to bring this Taine to justice, whether publicly or, if too safe to transport, handle it quickly. From there, you headed to the Gracious Pint, where 2 of you had met with Snow, waited for her to rise from her rest. Now that she's had her breakfast and rest, all of you, I would assume, begin to head out into the streets, heading in a general southward direction towards the Earth Ward, unless there's something else the party wants to do.
No, we'll.
Nothing I can think of. Nothing I can think of.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we'll follow the guards. You know,
The actual guards this time.
The actual guards
Yeah.
this time, not the fake guards. All right.
section.
A familiar walk at this point for all of you. You head into the Earth Ward, coming upon the Copper Table. I would imagine you probably closed the door when you left.
Yeah.
The area seems undisturbed.
Any blood droplets from the guy that we beat the living daylights out of before he ran?
Give me an investigation check.
Come on, buddy.
Never mind.
Looking around, not really. Either he managed to get some cloth over his wound quick enough, or just ran fast enough.
Eric got kicked over stuff. Meh. I'll find him later. More questions for Christopher. Alright. Get ready, because we've given them time. They may have set something up. I'm going to check the door for traps.
Okay,
Please.
absolutely. Go ahead and give me another investigation check.
Much better around.
Nice.
19.
Looking around, do you notice the door is exactly kind of how you left it? Did you lock it when you left, or did you just leave it unlocked?
No, I probably would have locked it.
Okay. Door is locked. Doesn't seem to be
Just-
trapped.
yeah.
And looking around the door frame, even kind of looking inside where you've let the curtains a little open, you don't... Everything seems to be just where you left it.
Either we're luckier, they're better than I am. I'm going to try repick the lock.
Okay. Easy enough. You You're familiar with this lock maker. You get your tools in there.
It's also the third time today.
Hit a few tumblers you're used to, and then
Click, click.
click, click. Door's unlocked.
Tools stashed. Rapier in hand, just in case. Braxton, you go first.
Okay, and I'll just go in.
Okay. You head inside to the familiar copper table, general store and bar.
General store and bar.
Everything seems to be as your party had left it. Signs of a clear scuffle. Nothing seems to be cleaned up or picked up.
Okay.
You take a moment inside listening, Braxton.
Yeah.
Don't really hear anything.
Lean my head back a little bit. Coast is clear.
All right. I am going to walk in.
Okay.
I am going to keep an eye out for anyone that would be, I don't know, popping out and stabbing us again.
Why would they do that? I don't understand.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. So you step in, looking around.
I step in.
Make a perception
Yes.
check.
Okay.
It's in there too.
Well,
True, you are in there as well.
Yeah.
So you probably would have stepped to the side to allow some room. If you want to roll a perception check as well, you can.
Can I give him an advantage?
Sure. Joe, roll again.
hey, I can do that.
Hey!
Hey, 14.
2 points better. You don't notice anything.
I'll take 2 points. Okay, well, here's hoping to God nothing terrible happens. All right, I'm going to step to the side.
Okay.
Come on in, ladies.
Pyre walks
No.
in next.
Okay.
Braxton kind of leans over, like, you know, it sounds creepy every time you say something like that.
You know what? You're not worth it.
I don't know, just the word ladies that just doesn't work well.
You know, my mother always told me you've got to respect a woman. And
Then why don't
like,
you?
Because she was also a bard. And I'm just going to stomp off.
Okay.
Up while you're behind.
Wow.
Pyre's gonna look at Luca and Braxton and be like, ladies, calm down.
It's different when she says it.
Fucking hate.
I can't with you guys.
I am going to look down this general direction.
Okay.
And if I don't see anyone or anything jumping out of barrels to attack us, I am going to go up to the barrel I was told about
Okay.
and investigate.
Okay. He told you it was the far right barrel.
Yep.
Go and roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Oop. 19.
Nice. Looking at this barrel, you can, upon first glance, like, it's just a barrel. This guy's lied to me. And then you look a little closer, and you can barely see within kind of the woodwork is this natural, kind of where one beam ends, another begins. It looks natural until you look closer, and you can see they seem to be specifically placed along a pattern of a door. And you place your hand on it, and you actually press inward, and the whole thing kind of on a spring goes click, and as you release, it opens towards you and to the left as a door and leads directly down into a kind of a smaller hallwayed staircase.
Olvina, you curvy minx. All right. I found it. Guys,
All right. Pyre's gonna head that way.
All right.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Snow is going to very apprehensively, like, take a look around outside. Make sure those 2 guards aren't around again.
Okay.
And she'll step inside.
Okay. You step in. Kashana?
I'll be in the doorway right behind her.
Okay.
So there I am.
I got you.
Ooh, everybody in the house.
Everybody has entered the room, entered the building. Pyre, as you come up, you see Luco has found this barrel that matches the rest of them, but does have a door that has swung open.
Okay.
You know, I think I'm gonna ask for a remodel of the guard station and have a few of these false ones put in.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
That would be cool.
It really
And
would.
my office is hidden behind like a bookcase or something.
That.
I would love that.
Brings
Not
me
even
back to the
lying.
good old days.
Yep. Pyre's gonna look at Luco real quick and then to the door and be like, should we lock that in case we're down there?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, Kashana, lock the door behind you.
Okay. I'll
Thank
turn around
you.
and lock it.
Okay.
Knowing that they have the keys to this place, can I actually take a piton and smack it into the floor so it's blocking the door from being opened?
Sure. Give me a strength check.
Nice. Ooh, here's hoping.
You just have one of those on you.
Yeah.
It takes you a good minute of not quiet pounding with your fist on this supposed to be used climbing spike.
Yeah.
But with time and noise, you
I'm
effectively...
gonna reshut the door the first time I hear him kerthunk. God damn it, click.
Pyre looks
Door
at
back
Braxton.
into place.
Pyre looks at Braxton's like, you need help with that?
No, I got it.
Are you using the correct hand?
Yeah. I can't hold it with the other one. I roll my eyes. What an idiot.
Oh my god.
Swear to
All
God.
right. You get your successful door block in. You feel pretty good about it. Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
It'll slow him down at least. Let's go.
About time.
Ever. All right, click and reopen the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of glance down in there a little bit.
Say with your dark vision, you see the stairs do...
Ladder or stairs? Oh, it is
They
stairs.
are stairs. They lead down
Okay, cool. Thank God.
at a pretty steep angle, and from what you can tell, it goes about 30-ish feet before you can see ground, and then from the angle you're at, it's a little difficult to see much else. But you can see the end of the stairs. You see this dark, no discernible light source, and it seems to be just kind of dug and carved.
I need everybody to sit tight for just a second. I need to see where this is going. And I am going to stealth down.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a stealth
Sneaky,
check.
sneaky, y'all. 29!
Nice.
Gotta love them assassin numbers.
Pyre, as you kind of look down to where he's looking, and in your own fire genasi, shades of red beneath where the light ends down into this tunnel, you kind of look back to Snow and Braxton, And you're like, what? It's just a pair of steps, right? And then you go to look back again, and Luco is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, let's hope he doesn't get hit again.
I am going to pull you.
Braxton's gonna look over at Kashana and be like, I hope he doesn't expect us to do that. As I look at both of our chainmail.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might make things a little bit more difficult.
Stealth jobs usually aren't my forte.
I think it was here, then here. I'm trying to remember how to drag players onto maps that everyone isn't on.
You grab their name and drag their name at the bottom of your
That's right,
roll 20 screen.
That's right.
And drag that to the map.
Got it.
Ooh. This is
Yeah, baby.
fancy.
Give me a minute,
Oh, we getting real up in
give me a
here.
minute here, Joe, to drag you on.
Okay.
There you are. So this is you at the top of the steps.
Okay. I am gonna creep to this corner here,
Okay.
and then kind of peer around, if that makes sense.
Yeah. As you look around, about 20, 25 feet ahead of you, you can see the hallway that you can see stops. And from where you're at,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem to have any discernible exit.
No discernible exit.
Correct. From the angle you're at, if you're still against this wall, peering around,
Yeah. What just happened? Okay. There
you
we go.
drug yourself outside
Got
the
it.
boundaries.
Yeah. I didn't mean to. Okay. I will kind of investigate down back over this way a little bit
Okay.
and make sure there's nothing behind us. You know, there's no spots, there's nobody sitting like underneath. You know what I mean?
Right. No, the steps are decently well made. Support beams. Underneath it just seems to be just like dried foods, things like rations, hardtack, kind of stuff like that.
Mhm.
You don't find anything of real use or a hiding spot.
Okay. I am going to creep to here, probably.
Okay. As you get closer, you can kind of see it does have an exit to the left there.
All right. I am going to not lie down completely, but like crouch low.
Okay.
Kind of fan my cloak out a little bit and just kind of slowly creep that corner.
All right.
And am I noticing anywhere where I could see any kind of traps? Is there anything that's, you know, any murder holes, anything that's, you know, pressure plated? Is it all like loose gravel and dirt with stones in there? Kind of what it looks like?
Let me
Or
get an investigation check, please.
yeah, do that. I can't do that. That's an 8.
Okay. Looking around, doesn't seem to be anything that is trapped. And I would say it looks like they dug down to a certain point and then it got a little too difficult to dig, because you can tell the walls to your left and right are pretty much stone, if not littered stone. So it does seem to be masoned on there. There's
Yeah.
after work done once the tunneling itself was done. But in generally looking around trying to figure out the nature of this place, you just don't really see any traps.
This is their home. They're not going to booby trap their home like this. Creep to the next exit.
Okay. Kind of look around. You can see all the way down to the end of the next corridor. Just seems to be kind of a straight shot once again.
Okay. I am going to take a small bag out of my off of my belt,
Okay.
And I'm going to hold that in my offhand as we continue to move.
Okay.
It is my bag of ball bearings.
Okay.
I am going to, again, kind of low to the ground, rapier out, backhand, offhand, kind of like down to the side, minimizing the shape of my, humanity, I guess.
Okay.
My, human shape,
Yeah.
just kind of slowly, agonizingly slowly creep.
Okay.
Until I can see down this way.
At this point, it's been about 5-ish minutes for those of you upstairs still. And you're just kind of standing there waiting.
Did he die?
You don't know.
I mean, I would think we have heard something if that was the case.
Maybe.
Am I hearing anything echoing
Make a perception
from either
check.
direction? A little bit better at those than investigation, but not much. I should not have said anything. That's a 6.
You don't hear anything. It's pretty quiet down here.
Yes. Well, stone should echo, which means I probably don't hear much. Alright. I'm not saying... this is all internal.
Right.
I'm not saying anything out loud. I'm not that stupid. I may fall into the same trap twice, but at least it's 2 different characters. I am going to quietly sneak back to the stairwell.
Okay.
And then I'm going to creep up the stairs.
Okay.
And see what, and I'm going to look out there and see if they're all still standing there.
Okay. As Luco comes back up the stairs. What have you guys been doing for the past, probably at this point, 10 minutes?
Probably making fun of him.
Okay. You come up the stairs, you hear them cracking jokes at your expense, Luco.
I walk up. Well, all the jokes you want to, but...
Oh, we thought you died.
Oh, you're not that lucky. You are absolutely not that lucky. So far, for most of the way, the coast is clear. I didn't want to get too far ahead and run the risk of us getting separated.
You were in there forever. You didn't get that far.
Do you know anything about stealth?
I kind of look at my armor. Yep.
Oh my god.
I'm now sitting on that barrel, by the way, just kind of like feet dangling.
Oh, okay.
You drunken douche. Alright, come on.
I'm not drunk.
Is there anything the rest of you would have want to accomplish with this bit of time?
Nope, the guard said he was gonna go check it out, so Snow's gonna let the guard go check it out.
Okay.
Alright, well...
Kashana?
I'd just be rolling my eyes at Braxton, probably.
Pyre?
Probably been making snide jokes about Braxton under her breath every time he made fun of Luco, so.
Okay.
Perfect. That's my girl.
And before anybody does anything, Pyre's gonna reach in her bag, pull out a health potion, and be like, does anybody need this before we go in?
I don't, but
Feeling alright right now.
All right.
Keep it handy just in case.
I might take you up on that in a little while, though.
Yeah, why don't you just give that to him now? Just hold on to that.
Damn.
Wow. Well, I guess. No. With the exception of Pyre, I was gonna say I guess I'm the only one that can't heal myself. But of the other three of you, she and I are the only two that can't heal ourselves.
Yeah, but she doesn't need to.
Yeah, this is very true. All right, I am going to. Come on, those of you that think you can move even a semblance of quiet.
Okay, who will be
Quiet.
moving forward?
Quiet's not my style.
Yeah, it's just you then. All right, let's all go.
Great.
I'm gonna hop off the barrel. Clunk.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Very delicate. Very graceful.
Merciful
All of you head down the stairs.
mask, help me now.
Yep.
Turn around, go down the stairs, and for the love of God, keep your mouth shut, please.
Oh my lord, this map is massive.
Oh jeez. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Had to zoom out on that one.
Okay. All of you head down the stairs. Does everybody here have dark vision?
Nope.
Kashana. Now who is without it? Kashana?
Yeah.
You are in pitch black.
Yeah. Let me.
I am still in the copper table map.
Are you? Should have pulled
Yeah.
everybody here.
There it goes. All right. Maybe it just took it a minute.
I'm fixing something, so I'm on the other account. Maybe.
All right.
If I were to do light, I can't control how bright that is, can I?
No, you
cannot.
cannot.
I don't want a big neon sign saying, "Here we are."
You definitely
kind
don't
of-
want that.
Nope.
Snow will kind of look behind her at Kashana. You can't see down here?
No. No.
Just human problems. Just Calistar problems.
But I can help with that if you need.
I won't tell you no.
10 feet. Cinder gives off 5 feet bright light, 5 feet dim.
Okay. New to
Nope, sorry, dim light, 5 feet.
new to all of you, you
No.
watch as Snow kind of extends her right arm and slowly curls it upward in a very controlled manner, and ever so gently upward from the space where you see Cinder occupying it. You watch a small flame just apparate out of nowhere in the ground, and as it slowly separates into one flame into 4 smaller flames, these 4 smaller flames growing up to form the paws, hind and front legs, underbody, shoulders, back, tail, head, mouth, and fangs of a purely flame creature.
Wow. Pyre gets excited seeing somebody else with fire.
Now,
My eyes
Here's-
are wide as
well,
shit.
no, there's a huge question here. What district, what ward did Cinder run around and give the town hell before?
So
Earth
she's
ward.
done it once.
Where was that?
in the
Earth Ward.
It was in the Earth Ward. I've heard.
Luca,
I've heard
at this
rumors
point,
of
you
this
look at that and
thing.
you're like,
I've heard
really?
reports. Son of a bitch. I am going to turn around with wide eyes. So you remember, and I'm going to say this very softly. I am now whispering in where I imagine Snow's ears are.
okay.
Oh, you remember how I said no talking? New rule: no flaming panthers.
Mhm.
As I turn around, shake my head, try and walk around this thing as best I can to get.
It's interesting enough. As you get closer to it and you begin to slide past it, you don't feel any heat coming off of it.
I'm gonna look down to make sure I'm not catching fire, because when you don't feel fire, it's very, very hot.
Pyre's gonna turn around and look at Snow and be mouth like, love it.
And she'll just give a nod back to the Ganassi.
Nice.
I'm
And
glad all
she'll-
this took place because for a moment Braxton was like, "I'm gonna save them," and was getting ready to jump in front and attack them. He didn't know what it is.
Snow will motion for Pyre and Braxton to go in front, and Cinder will stay behind, giving light for Kashana.
No.
All right, we'll move forward. I will.
Okay. Whoever is going to be...
So I will drag Cinder over here,
Hate this
Just so
so
that I
much.
work with her.
Give me a minute here. I want to fix some settings really
Yeah.
fast.
Cinder will stay there, behind you.
There we go. Fixed. No one should be able to go outside the barriers now. I forgot to turn that on. That's
Yeah,
my
'cause
bad.
I was in a big wide area and I was
My
like,
bad.
wow.
All good.
I was like, I don't know where
I
I'm
don't know
going.
where I'm going.
Oh,
And
man.
then she'll just follow the party as we start
that
following Luco around.
Luco, did I have you roll investigation for this next length of travel already?
No.
Would you please give me an
No.
investigation check?
Oh, it's my turn for single-digit mania. That's a 7.
Seems safe.
Jesus Christ. Deep breath. Again, kind of crouched and just moving slowly.
Okay.
Okay.
About
So
halfway down.
About right there.
Yeah,
Need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
of
The
course.
rest of the party will catch
Oh,
up real
Wow.
27.
Nice. Natural 20. Total of 27. So as you're walking, being very quiet, low to the ground, you feel your foot click inward. And you look down, and your foot is standing on a pressure plate. Very small, well hidden, tiny, barely big enough for a foot. But you're holding the pressure. Nothing seems to have gone off yet. You reach down, point at your thieves' tools, and you got a natural 20.
Yep.
So I'm not going to take this from you. You
Okay.
take your thieves' tools and you manipulate some of the inner workings under the plate, and you manage to lock it in the downward position. Feeling safe, you slowly pull your foot up. Nothing happens. It stays pressed in that lower position.
I mentally berate myself. No one booby traps their own home. Herder. I am going to now creep again very slowly,
Okay.
praying to God that was the only trap.
You make it to the end of that quarter right before the turn. Just fine.
Yep.
For
Okay.
the next bit,
I hop.
give me one more investigation check, and then go ahead, Pyre.
Yeah. Oh my God, 7.
You feel confident. There's only one trap. They wouldn't do any more. It's gotta be ready to go.
Oh my God. I've never felt so unconfident in my confidence.
I watched him because I was right behind him fiddling with the trap, and I point down and I'm like, "There's a trap there." He fiddled with it. Jump over it.
You don't really have to jump over it. You can see now that he kind of took some time and kind of moved the dirt away from it, and you can see it's small. It's barely the size of like a saucer plate.
Step kind of into this spot where it's kind of like right here. Does that make sense? All right. I am going to. Fire's right there. I'm gonna like kind of motion for her to stay where she is for a second.
Okay.
A step right here.
Okay.
Again, still keeping that low kind of creeping, skulking movement.
Looking down that way, you don't see anything. You do see the end of the hallway. Do you continue forward?
Okay. Yep. 15 feet.
Right there.
And kind of stop. Yeah.
Give me another dexterity saving throw, please.
Mother loving God.
Come on.
Oh no!
Oh
No.
no.
That one.
Just that one I didn't catch at all.
As you're moving, your foot snags some familiar silver thread.
Oh, Jesus.
And as just you try to catch yourself, you feel this shooting pain come up the left side of your body as you look down and you see these, looks like darts, are just protruding from your skin. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Bitch. Oh, Jesus. Dirty 20.
You manage to take, you'll take half. Shoot. Drop my D4, hang on. Let's actually,
He'll find it later when he takes a D4 damage.
yeah, we're gonna actually use my proper dice table for this, because that makes sense.
The rest of the party's just hanging back behind Braxton, like, what's going on?
And I'm just watching all this.
You take 14 points of piercing damage from 6 darts.
Jesus Christ.
And then for poison, take 6 points of poison damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and drink that potion.
Okay.
I was about to say, you need it now?
Is that yeah. Fucking.
And that's just a regular healing potion.
So do you want me to roll it
No,
or
you don't.
I
I don't do rolling for,
I was gonna say
for
I
potions.
couldn't
No.
yeah, I was gonna say yeah. That's right. Okay, cool.
It's enough. It's bad enough that it takes a whole action to consume it. I'm not going to make you roll like 1, 1, 1, 1. It's just awful. So for our potions, they will always be just whatever they heal.
Right. So that was 2d4 plus 10. 2d4 plus 2, so 10. Okay. I turn around and look at Pyre. Get the rest of them. The silver thread. They know we're here.
Right.
I am going to. Well, shit. Based off the stuff that I have, could I set a rudimentary trap for them?
You could.
How long would that take me?
How well are you trying to hide this trap?
I imagine that they're probably going to halfway rush. I'm also going to try and be rushing because I'm going to get around this corner again.
Okay.
Actually, you know what, dude? I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come back. I'm going to send Pyre back to grab the rest of the party.
Okay.
I'm going to step to here, kind of where she was. And if not really, it won't let me stand in between squares. Just kind of like leaning against the wall and I'm gonna dip like 2 arrows into the poison. Into any of the I've got poison myself.
Okay.
I do have a poisoner's kit.
Okay.
So I've poisoned a couple of arrows, and I'm just kind of like crouching, trying to hide.
Okay.
They know I'm here, but they don't know where I am, so I'm gonna kind of use my cloak and try and cover. Short bow, poisoned arrow, hoping to God they don't see me coming around that corner.
Okay.
Or that they wouldn't spot me, at least when they're coming around the corner.
Right.
Do you want a stealth roll on that?
Yes.
Okay. 15.
Okay.
Arrows knocked, but not drawn.
Okay.
As I kind of have everything shrugged and praying to mask that I know I can't get the drop on them, but at the very least, let me catch them with their pants down.
Okay.
Again with the pants being down.
Yeah, again with the pants being down.
How long do you wait there?
I'm waiting until the rest of the party comes up.
Okay. A few moments pass by before you hear cong, 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 cong of a familiar dwarf coming up to your side.
I'm going to take this opportunity to also pluck these stupid-ass darts out of my side.
Okay.
And fuck it. They didn't kill me. They'll make me stronger. I'm going to pocket the damn darts.
Okay.
Once everybody's kind of stacked right here, I am going to creep back up to where it was.
Okay.
And make sure I disable the trap.
Okay.
Before he does, I'm gonna look over at Luco and I'm gonna be like, if you need me, just call my name and I'll come running.
All right. I believe in you, Wildfire, and I'm going to step up. Disable the trap. And I come up to about here.
Okay.
Right that edge of that corner.
All right. As you look around this corner, it is the first time that you look around and you can see just a very faint bit of torchlight, like the very end of torchlight in that corner right here. You see the torch isn't there, but that's where it ends.
Yeah. All right. I'm looking around that corner. Do I see anything or anyone?
Make a perception check.
17?
Seems pretty clear.
Oh, ominous ass words.
What do you mean?
I mean what I said. Braxton Pyre, come here.
Clonk, 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 clonk. Clonk, 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 clonk. Yep. Not quiet. Yep.
I do believe the time for stealth has ended, my friend. Clonk away.
Ah, clonk, 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 clonk.
It's his second noise to chug, 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 chug.
Yeah. I've still got the poisoned arrow knocked and ready.
Okay.
Braxton, you gonna go?
I'll walk to the other end. Clonk, 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 clonk.
I'm right behind him.
As you get to the end, you
Right
can
behind.
look across towards the end of the hallway there, or the stoneway, and you do see a very low burning torch. It's been lit for quite some time.
There's a light. Move forward. Peek around this, around here.
I'm right here with you.
I'm gonna look at Snow and I'm gonna tell her keep close, but kind of at a distance, just in case. And then I'm gonna walk forward.
Braxton.
Keep close, but not too close.
Stay off my pants.
Braxton, please give me a perception check.
11.
As you're looking down this hallway through a combination, and it gets weird because you see some areas of gray, some areas of light, gray, light, and almost seems to help extend your dark vision outward. You can see immediately, kind of to the left and right, because they're not quite flush with the walls, you can see what looks to be wooden built like structures or walls themselves, and then these spaced out low burning torches.
Okay. I will at this point because you said that it looks like doors or gates.
Yes. They look
I'll
like,
relay that.
from your angle, it looked like a wall. You
Okay.
can see, it's odd. You can see stone wall, and then wooden wall, and then stone wall, and then wooden wall, and then stone wall, and then wooden wall.
I will relay that back to Luco. The wall's broken up by wood and stone, and it's weird.
That's very odd.
And I'll slowly move forward.
Okay.
Till I get to that first change in wall.
Okay.
I'm gonna go right behind him.
Are you checking
Following right.
north of you or south of you?
I'll start with north.
I'll check south then.
Okay. As you get a little closer now, look at this. You can see is a floor-to-ceiling, open-ended wall to open-ended wall bit of thick wood that has a door within it as well, and then a kind of like a 2 foot by 2 foot window with iron bars running through it. If you both want to look into these rooms, I would need a perception check, please.
Yeah, no.
12.
19.
As you're looking into
Awesome.
yours, Luco, you don't really see anything. Kind of a bit of like straw, some chains, but you don't see any other shapes aside from that. Braxton, as you get up on your tippy toes and look into this, it's not too tall for you to look through, but it's a little high. You look through this windowed area, you see about the same thing. Some like straw laid down into an area along with this bit of a fur, and then off in the left-hand corner you do see what looks to be some kind of a large humanoid shape, or just a large shape. Looks like humanoidish, but it is kind of thrown onto its side, unmoving.
I'll just look. I'll just tap Luco. We got someone in here.
Is it locked?
I don't know.
Do you try it?
Why don't you check it out? I'm gonna take a step back.
Yeah. I'm gonna check it for traps first.
Okay. Roll investigation, please.
Yep.
Can I give him words of encouragement? You got this.
13.
How do you aid him?
Just like that. It's not even actually trying to help.
Oh, okay,
You got
so you're not
this.
actually helping him. 13?
I
You
wouldn't know
don't
how.
notice any traps.
Is it locked?
It is locked. Make a perception check real quick, too.
Okay.
You do
21.
notice as you go to kind of jiggle the door handle a little bit, you know you jiggled it back and forth, but it doesn't make any sound.
Interesting. I'm gonna look back. These could be magical. It's not making any noise. It's not twisting. Do I
No, it
notice where
twists.
like a key
it
could be put
moves
in?
back and forth a little bit, but it's still
Yeah.
locked. There is space
Right,
for a key,
But
yes.
my question is, there is
Yes.
space for a key. I'm gonna try and pick it.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna try and pick it. If it's locked, I know whatever's in there is gonna stay in there.
Okay.
I am going to look and see if I see anything else down the hallway with all of these torches.
As you look down, you notice this figure come into view down here. It appears to be a female figure with this kind of long, oily or wet hair, wearing a dress of patchwork material. And she turns to you, and you lock eyes.
Would I recognize her?
And when you lock eyes, that's when you're like, oh, shit. As she reaches her hand out towards you, and you make a wisdom saving throw. That is a
16?
failure. As her hand reaches out towards you, your body locks up, and you can hear her voice in your mind. We have an agreement. But her lips don't move. You just hear it in your head as all control of your muscles, they all immediately, like, almost to the point of being a full-bodied Charlie horse. You lock up. Even breathing, you're like...
Yeah.
And then behind her, you see this a little bit taller humanoid figure with light brown hair, kind of wearing set of leather armor, a little beefier than your usual person of this kind of work. Kind of looks down the way. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh well. And he begins to move down the hallway and disappears around the corner. As this other individual does so as well.
Which individual?
The female.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Would I have recognized her as
yes.
Elisa?
You've never met her, but through description and that immediate intrusion upon you, it seemed effortless for her to lock you down like that. You know this has to be that person. Braxton, as you're kind of looking around.
I was going to say, I'm locked down.
Braxton, as you're looking at Luco and he's looking at this lock, you see his attention look down the hallway, and he just stops moving. You actually see his body visibly tense, and he almost doesn't quite double over, but definitely lowers his position as all of his muscles begin to tighten up. His breathing becomes labored.
Can Pyre see this too?
Yeah, because he's a dwarf. You can actually probably...
Brax, he's shorter.
How tall are you, Pyre?
I'm about 5'9", 5'10". No, I mean, 5'9", 5'10".
I'm every bit of 6 foot.
You can't see past him.
Yeah.
But you do see Luco just kind of looking at the lock. Then you see something grab his attention, and he looks to his right, down the hallway, away from all of you, and you watch as he just stops moving, and his breathing becomes very heavy.
Okay. I'm going to turn around to Snow and kind of put a hand out and be like, I don't know what's going on, but something's going on.
Okay.
Can I try to shake him?
Sure. He's very difficult to move.
I fall over.
Yeah, as you go to move him, he can't control himself. He drops to the ground. What are you guys doing?
Do I get another wisdom save?
Does anybody else have anything they want to do before we move on to the next round?
I don't know what to do.
Question for Braxton. As a dwarf, are you a small or a medium creature?
I believe dwarfs are considered
He's
medium-sized, but
he's just short.
But they still have the speed of a small creature.
They're natural sprinters, very dangerous over short distances.
Yes.
I appreciate that reference. Nope, never mind. That, nope. Not happening.
Okay, Kashana.
Have I heard everybody else
Yes.
talking? Like, I'm close enough to hear
You would
everybody?
hear Pyre kind of say, something's going on back there, I don't know what.
Am I able to, like, squeeze past Cinder
Yeah,
and
they don't
Snow?
take up the entirety of that
Or is
5-foot
the
square.
space
That's
tight?
just their space.
Okay. So I will very, like, pardon me,
Okay.
excuse me type thing. What was I gonna do? And I can sort of see Luco on the floor now?
Yeah, you can see Braxton he's like, it looks odd because Braxton is like shaking Luco, who is now on the ground.
Maybe slapping him a
Yeah.
little bit here and there. Wake up!
I squeeze past Pyre, and I kind of put my hand on Braxton's shoulders, like, can I try something?
Oh, you want to slap him too? Okay, I'll step back.
No, but okay. I want to use one of my healer's kits.
Okay. Give me a medicine check.
It would stabilize and then give him some hit points.
Okay.
25 for medicine.
All right. How much do they recover?
Rick's got all the let's do that.
Okay.
10?
You managed
Oh, I'll take
to
that.
heal his wounds, but he is still tensed up for the moment. If nobody else has anything else, we'll go back to the top. Luco, make another wisdom saving throw, please.
Yeah.
There it
22.
is.
Yay!
That will be enough to break this mental grasp that she had over you. As you're on the ground and you're just being slapped. You're just in your hide. You're like, I swear, I'm going to punch you. 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 And then as you just hold on to that thought, you actually sock Kashana right in the jaw. Because you wanted to punch Braxton so bad, your only thought was punch something to get out of this. So you break it, and BAM! You don't take any damage.
Oh God, I am so sorry.
It doesn't hurt not to take damage.
Dude.
I fucking hacksborn fucking bitch. Oh God, Braxton, you dwarvish douche.
I'm not the one who just punched a lady.
Pyre punches Braxton in the shoulder, not hard enough to hit,
Yeah.
like hurt him, but like
Serious right now?
serious.
All right, what are you guys doing?
All right, I'm gonna pick this door. I'm gonna pick the lock.
Okay.
$15.
As you're working on this lock, you get to going on it, and you just... The absence of sound is messing with you, and you're just unable to find how the tumblers need to go.
Can I technically help him? Since I also
Actually, I got an idea.
Oh God.
How about we just break these doors down?
Go. Just do it. I'm gonna take one step forward, and I am going to kind of get ready to shoot anything coming down this hallway that might pose a
Okay.
threat.
So I'll move. Actually, if you could move one, I'll just be like, could you do a little bit further?
Yeah, I'll step one space forward again.
All right, I'll move over here. Pyre, right here. Just point right next to me.
Okay.
All right, let's
I
hit
need
the door,
everyone to
and
make
we're
a perception
both gonna
check.
hit the door.
Everyone make a perception check, please.
Oof.
Oh.
Including Snow, who's around the corner?
Make it disadvantage.
Okay. 12.
Luca, as you are
Yeah.
trained down this hallway, ready, angry, crossbow loaded, poison dipped, boxes are checked.
Yeah.
You begin to hear a very unsettling noise, barely creeping at the lowest tones of your eardrums. It's just a kind of and then you hear 5 separate but rapid succession explosions down the hallway.
Oh shit.
And as you're looking down the hallway, let's see here. You cannot see far enough. Never mind. All of you heard the explosions, but Luca, you caught the beginnings of it.
Jesus.
What are you guys doing?
Do I have time to yell something?
Yeah.
Run! And I am going to shove Braxton as I kind of like vault
Okay.
over him and just book bonus action dash action dodge.
Okay, the explosion, like, you guys don't hear it, you don't know what he's talking about, but as soon as he says, run, and he puts his hand on Braxton's shoulder and begins to vault over you, Braxton, you feel a familiar, awful sensation as 5 in succession explosions go off down the tunnels away from y'all. In the direction, well, you wouldn't know that. In the opposite direction that you guys came from. What are you guys doing?
Do we see anything?
5:30.
Do we see anything? Any explosions?
See them? No, you feel them. And as a dwarf, actually, give me one more perception check. It's a very valid point here.
19.
Your
Nice.
dwarvish nature of being within the earth and the stone, you feel that these explosions were close, but definitely not strong enough to pose a threat to where you are at. You're used to these kind of explosions when it comes to localized blasting of mines to create new tunnels or collapse old unused tunnels.
With that, and knowing who they are, would I be able to surmise that this was just a method for them to get away? Is that what I would believe? Is that they're just trying to get away?
Yes.
Okay. Then while he's running away, I'm just gonna. We still need to get these prisoners out of here. I'm not leaving till it's done.
I shake my head at Braxton and heave my great axe.
Hit the door.
Both of you make me a strength check,
I'm waiting
or one
for
of you make it with advantage.
I'm waiting for impending explosions. Like, I'm expecting like fireballs or something to come down the way. Especially since, well, they said that there was a Wanda fireball there, and I heard explosions and fiery shit. I heard whining, so I thought they were like streaking towards us. That's why I ran.
It's okay.
Nice, Pyre.
That's a 21 from Pyre.
Yeah, easy enough. And still very odd. You both of you bring your weapons back, and you swing, and no sound is made upon the impact. The door breaks off the hinges almost. Like it swings wide open, hits, vibrates a bit, but there's no noise.
So yeah, so basically the plan here is to go through and break all the doors and have Kashana heal anyone we find.
Okay.
I'm gonna creep back around the corner. Now that nobody's died.
Oh, hey! He returns! Glad you ran from everything. And I swing at the next door.
Pyre looks at Braxton and is like, look how many times he's been hit. I would have ran too.
I'll say for the purposes of the narrative here,
I would have expected fireballs. And I just go up to the next door where I'm looking in and I see somebody. I'm going to try and pick that lock.
Give me a lock picking check, please. 28.
28.
You're getting the hang of it now. You're getting used to feeling the actual click from the tumblers and not worrying about the noise. And you find this one. You're able to get it open. You do see what looks to be a average framed humanoid creature laying on top of this like fur and straw, unmoving.
I'm going to go in and look for signs of life.
Medicine check. It's faint. It's very weak. But there is breath and a pulse.
Let's step back out. While I'm inside, can I hear anything? While I'm inside the room?
No. You actually have to put your hand in front of the mouth and nose to feel the breath.
While I'm in there, I'm going to try and shout. And nothing comes
You feel
out.
the strain of your vocal cords and your mouth open, but no words escape you.
I'm going to snap
He just
my finger.
wants to shout, let it all out.
Step out here. Yeah. Not quite. Kashana.
Yeah.
I got another one. We're going to have to move the bodies. You're not going to be able to... it's silenced. The entire room is silenced.
Oh, she's got ways around that.
It might be easier to move them. Well, you've got your medicine kit. You've got your kit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we've got a body in here. He's barely there, but he's still breathing.
Can I check this first one out?
Sure.
Or did they already
No
check
one
him
has
out?
yet.
Okay, I would like to check him.
Okay.
Her, whoever.
Give me a
Check them out.
17. Upon closer inspection, you can see this is a half-orc. Kind of wearing simple plain attire. As you look over the wounds, you can see there are some stab wounds that have been hastily patched. Interesting enough, with 17, I say you notice that one of his fingernails is missing.
Oh. Can he use my healer's kit on him?
How many times can you use a healer's kit before it's no longer usable?
I've got 10.
And you may.
She actually has the healer feat.
And does that consume the healer's kit?
So you get when you have a healer's kit, you can use it to stabilize a creature and bring it to 1 hit point, or you can use a usage of it, of which it has 10, and actually use it. It gives it 1d6 plus 4 plus the amount of hit dice the creature has in health back, and it uses 1 charge.
Okay, then you can more than welcome to do so.
Okay. I will
As she does that, I'm going to walk over to the other cell.
I will do this for the
This
orc.
one's empty.
Braxton.
He gets 18.
Okay.
Yes. Does
Pyre's-
he wake up or?
No, he is still unconscious.
But he
he
seems
seems-
better-ish.
After you kind of fix the bandages and apply some of the ointments, his breathing seems to be not as hardly labored.
Okay.
I am going to drop 10 lay on hands into this person.
Pyre yells out to Luco that she found somebody else.
Okay. Yeah, with enough
A
time
step
spent here,
forward.
there's no need to roll for strength checks. You manage to either break or pick through the locks.
Okay. Well, then I guess she broke the door down before he got there.
Perfect.
All right then. Well, in that case, I am going to step right about
Okay.
here, and
This room,
again, still drawn, ready, and going.
these sets of rooms to your left and right are immediately familiar, gut-wrenchingly so. As you have heard of, this is where playtime happens. On the chairs, you can see there are straps and devices to keep someone affixed to them. The one on your left seems to be a bit more commonly sized. The one on your right seems to be a bit oversized or larger. I would say at this point, you should be able to see... Just double checking. Yes, at this point, you can see right around here what looks to be a kind of like a slanted pile of rubble and stone.
Of course. Well, I found where they left.
Pyre looks at Luco and be like, listen, it's a good thing they left. I'm not one to run from a fight, but I think these people need help now.
No, you're right. You're right. We need to get them out. So, are these your friends?
Snow, as they have kind of gone by and done their part to stabilize and heal very familiar figures to yourself, you look to Kelvin, and for a moment you're worried, but you did see them working on him. You get a little closer and you can begin to see, now that you focus, the rise and fall of his chest. It's very weak, but it is there.
10, 15, 20, 25. That might reach Kelvin. Snow's gonna like try to get in the center of all
Okay.
three of them, and she's going to burn a healing word. And she's gonna do one for each of them.
You read my mind. Well, sort of. I was going to do that for Cathalia, but...
Oops. Let's do that normal. So I'm just gonna do going like down the halls. So Kelvin, Tam,
Okay.
and Cathalia. Do 1. Do 2. And do 3.
Okay. As you speak these druidic words of healing, and in a language none of you understand, you watch as there seems to be no discernible change in their vitality.
Interesting. Okay.
And you would feel, you didn't feel the spell follow through. You felt it just kind of dissipate.
Yeah. It's being blocked by something else. That being the case, she would send Cinder into this room, and she wants to see if Cinder will actually disappear. Because Cinder is technically magical, in essence.
Cinder walks through the room just fine.
Cool. Then she will have Cinder just pull them out of the rooms into the
Okay,
hallway.
easy enough.
So
While she's doing that, I don't know that she's doing her thing, so I would probably use my healer's kit on Cathalia, since I'm right
Okay.
there with her. So 18
Okay.
for her too.
so eventually all three of them would end up in the corridor
Okay.
out of their rooms.
You get your 3 fellow compatriots into the hallway, and it's once Cinder's kind of dragging them along, you can kind of notice, you can see Cinder's like teeth attempting to growl, and you're used to like the noises Cinder makes when pulling a heavy load, especially one such as Kelvin. You don't really hear any grunts of exertion until Cinder passes the wooden wall that blocks off the stone kind of cell area.
Snow's gonna kind of like put 2 and 2 together. That makes sense. And instead, she will have Cinder I don't have a token for this. This is gonna be a bit weird. But she's gonna have them eventually end up like, I guess it would be here, if that makes sense. And well, no, because Kashan is taking care of Cathalia, so probably
Yeah, I
closer
thought
to
Braxton was
here.
with Tam, so that's why I skipped over him.
So she'll put it here. She's gonna drop her healing spirit, and as they pass through, she'll give them a
Okay.
little bit of healing, which is 1d6 for each of them. So that's for Kelvin.
You can just roll one roll for everybody if you want.
And well, just because it's healing for
Okay.
both of them, so it only uses
Okay.
the spell once. So she'll give them a little bit more of a vitality boost as they pass through
Okay.
that spirit.
Is there anything the guards would like to accomplish while down here?
Luco's gonna put away the. He's gonna carefully wipe off the poison off the arrows, replace them in his quiver, and put up his short bow as he starts to essentially write down
Okay.
notes of everything they're finding
Okay.
and detailing things out. Things that he notices makes definite mention of the silenced holding
Okay.
cells. And making note of the blasts and to double check, kind of in the street to make sure that the roads themselves weren't damaged. And yeah, he's taking notes because he needs to report all of this. I mean, this is all happening under
Right.
his nose. And he's sitting here essentially fuming that Elisa got the drop on him. Even so much as to goad him about the agreement that they made. But the agreement was broken when they killed guards and stole and way overreached.
Okay. Braxton?
So
I'm just gonna seeing that everyone's got their thing going on. I just want to walk around and check out as much stuff as I can, investigating anything that I possibly can, figuring out what things might be.
Okay. That's be about as far as you'll be able to get. But as you're looking around,
Yeah.
Give me just a quick investigation check, please. 17?
17.
Well enough. As you get to the end of the tunnel to where the rubble just blocks off, you're looking and you've seen this dozens upon dozens of times before you had decided to take up arms for king and country. This is a definitely blocked area and would take a lot of trouble to even attempt to reopen. The other rooms where the 2 chairs are that you've seen definitely seem to be some more of the not pleasant interrogation rooms. Anything else?
No, just and then was there anything else in any of the other cells?
No, they were empty with just that usual kind of a. You can see where there had been like a fur laid down and then the straw, and then obviously chains and manacles affixed to the walls.
Okay.
Kashana?
I'd probably just be bustling to make sure that the 3 are okay.
Okay.
Um,
Give me one last medicine check, please.
okay.
22.
22.
Fantastic. As you've you feel
Oh,
like you've definitely done your best with both divine, arcane, and physical implements of healing, but they aren't waking. And upon a closer inspection, especially the 22, you can notice their bodies are exhausted. You're not sure if they've just been deprived of sleep or food, water. You know it's only been about 8 to 12 hours since they've been here. But you can imagine if they'd been up before that, how long they've been awake at this point, and how long have they been asleep. So at this point, I imagine all of you would assist in getting everybody out of here.
Yeah.
You get everybody out of here.
How many people can? I was about to say, how many people can Pyre carry?
You can carry Kelvin, and it not be 2 people.
I'll carry Kelvin then. All right.
As we're leaving, I'll walk. I'll tell Luco. I don't care what agreement you might have had. This place is shut down today.
oh yeah, no, they're done. The agreement was broken the minute they killed our people.
Pyre will look at Luco and Braxton and Kashana and be like, you need to get guards here now. They
we
won't
know.
come back. They won't come back. But God knows how many other places like this have. And the more you understand this place, the more you can understand maybe the others.
Yeah, this is not. We need to do this. We need to talk to Christopher again. We need to get more information. And we need to move. Let's get these people somewhere safe and let them rest. They've been through. I can only imagine what Elise has done to them.
Noah's just gonna kind of look at them like, where is safe enough from the Guild of Assassins?
Got a few places. Who better to hide from assassins than assassins? I know of a few places we can hide. We don't have to hide, but I can know of a few places we can put all of you safely. And no, I'm not even hitting on you this time, and I just walk past her.
Pyre will look at... Go ahead. I was just going to say, Pyre will look at Snow as she's picking up Kelvin and be like, what are their names?
And like, you can tell Snow is shaken being down here. Like, thoroughly shaken. She's physically shaking. And she's like just bewildered by this comment that came out of the blue. And she's like, wait, what? What the fuck? And then she'll look over to Pyre. Well, that one's Kelvin.
I thought his
This
name was
one-
Willie.
No, that we'll clear that up later. His name's Kelvin.
Okay, that's a weird thing to yell after a battle if it's not your name.
Long story. The one next to Kashana is his sister. I know, also a long story. That's Cathalia, and the one with Cinder here is Tamriel. And she'll say this as they take them out of this cellar, I guess.
And Pyre will look at Snow and be like, "Don't worry, we got him now." And then she'll look at Braxton and be like, "And if you tell anybody I have been nice, I will hunt you down."
Luca walks by and says to Braxton, "Definitely my kind of girl," and just keeps walking.
Nice. I saw you cleave a man in half.
Nice.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
All of you get topside. Where are you headed next?
I would hope a safe clinic of some sort.
No, we're gonna head back to the guard station.
Quick point of order. While we were searching, did we happen to find any of their stuff?
It's a good question. With your 17, yeah, I'll say you found it. Yeah,
All
it
of
was
it?
stashed in one of the cellars not being used.
Yes.
So we gather all that up with them.
Cinder will be a begrudging pack animal if she needs to.
Oh.
So will Braxton.
All right.
This is not worth my time.
As all of you,
They owe me an ale each.
Braxton.
I
will buy you an ale.
I am carrying.
Yeah, you're one of them.
Braxton,
I will buy you two.
I am carrying an orc. Stop bitching.
You look cute together.
And then Pyre behind her. I swear to God, I'm gonna hit him one of these days. And, oh my God, one of these days.
all right, as you get everybody upstairs.
You're a fire ganassi. You can just
We can make sure he doesn't see it coming.
Oh my God.
And everybody can just feel the heat kind of radiating off of Pyre.
Those who are the fire kind of wonder, is it warm down
there,
there?
Wildfire? Easy there, Wildfire. We don't need this right now.
I'm like, nobody touch me right now, okay?
I need to add some ventilation to my armor here.
Do not have consent. Got it. Walking away.
Always ask.
Absolutely always ask. That is a no-no.
I mean, if you want to get burnt, then sure.
Nope, not worth it. Not today. I am too sober for this shit.
As all of you eventually make your way up the stairs and out into the streets, you get down to the Earth Ward guard station, to where, once getting there, I'd imagine Luca would send for the nearby clinic to send some help over. You take your own kind of quick little triage area in the station to set these three individuals up before.
I would probably take them to my office.
You
would I have an office?
It would be better. You could cram them in your office. You're more than welcome to do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I will tell you that a guard station would have some kind of like small infirmary. You could at least keep them in like a bed.
Oh, yeah, no, then we'll absolutely go to the infirmary. I didn't think they would. Yeah, that would make sense, infirmary. I'm going to do that, and then the next step is to go check on Christopher.
Okay, you head that way. Braxton, Kashana, you head back to your own respective areas to do your own work upon this awful event, and both of you wondering what truly is happening beneath your capital. For our three guest characters, Braxton, Luco, Kashana, their stories have been fantastic. I'm happy to transition us to our correct party.
Yay!
Okay, here comes the dice rolls, everybody.
Oh God.
Kelvin. Okay. Cathalia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tamriel. Okay. Snow. After being in this room for about...
Yeah.
And I imagine you would just wait. You would just patiently wait.
She's in the room with them, but she's trying to stay out of the way,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. And she has Cinder on the other side of the door to the room, making sure that nobody comes in and out unless
Okay.
she knows about it.
An hour goes by. 2. 3. About the 4-hour mark, you watch as Tamriel starts to move slowly, kind of groaning as he comes to consciousness. Tamriel, your eyes open. You are in an unfamiliar room. The ceiling made of wood. As you look around, you instantly can see Snow sitting in a chair with Cinder across the room. And then you see 2 other beds where lay the apparent bodies of Kelvin and Cathalia.
No, we'll kind of see him stirring, waking up, and she'll just kind of watch him, kind of let him get his bearings, get his senses back in order, and wait for him.
Tam?
Yeah.
Okay.
As I kind of sit up and look around, I'm gonna look at my hands
Okay.
first of all to see how many more fingernails, if any more fingernails, have been pulled out of my hands.
On your left hand, you are missing your index and middle.
And middle. Right, I knew about those. Any others? Okay, what about my
Are
right
they all
hand?
there?
Any noticeable cuts, indentations, anything on my arms?
There are some bandages on you, so you're unsure if that's just from... You don't
Right.
know. What happened to you during the room? What happened to you prior to that? Could these be from the combat that led to where you're at now?
I am going to stand and I am going to hug Snow.
And she'll just give him a hug back. Didn't think I'd see any of you again.
It's good to be seen, kid.
Still not sure if the other 2 have even pulled through or not, but
Well, let's sit and wait.
certainly
I'm
a sight
gonna-
for sore eyes.
Sit with Snow and wait for Cathalia and Kelvin to rise.
Okay. About an hour passes. And Kelvin begins to slowly move. His body almost twitching a bit before his eyes open and a low, guttural, painful sound emanates from his vocal cords. Kelvin, as your eyes open, you look up to see a unfamiliar room. A ceiling and walls of wood. And then as you look about, you see Tamriel awake. You see Snow. And then as you look around, you see your sister laying upon a bed similar to you.
I'll get up and I'll just directly move to her
Okay.
bedside. Immediately, just jumping into just panic, not knowing what's going on. I imagine I still have what I had when I went down, correct?
Yes.
Any
Yes.
spell slots or anything? I'm immediately going to
Okay.
cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Second level.
As you cast the spell, you feel the magic take hold, but she does not rise from her current state.
Yeah. I can feel it take hold, but that means I can feel her vitality restoring.
Yes.
She's alive. Okay. I will cast that. That's a total of 8 hit points restored. And now I stand back up. Still looking down. I gave you time to get out, to make sure everyone was okay, and you let this happen.
You knew we weren't going to leave you.
You might be the smartest person here, but you were the dumbest person in the room. I'm gonna punch Tam in the face.
Okay. Roll to hit. Actually, Tam, do you try to dodge or deflect? You just take it.
1 point of damage.
As this orc, right in the face, big old orc fist, just
I kind of soften, I don't clench, I don't anything, and kind of like roll with the punch a little bit to lessen, because that's a big ass fist. That's a big ass fist. But I've been hit by things much bigger than me before, and I kind of know how to roll with that to lessen how much it's going to actually hurt and how much it's going to take. But I mean, I'm. Everything he says isn't what he's already said to himself a dozen times or more. He led these kids into danger. He did not see the warning signs until it was too late, and he still tried to get something from it, and ultimately they got hurt. Things could have gone 1,000 different ways, but at the end of the day, it falls on him.
okay.
So yes, he let Kelvin hit him.
And seeing that he didn't even move or try to do anything, Kelvin just kind of drops to his knees and he just starts crying. Doesn't know what to do.
Pyre, what have you been doing this whole time? It's been about 3 or 4 hours now.
Ow.
I've probably been outside with Cinder, considering how I saw how hurt they were and everything. And, the guards are off doing, what they need to do. So I've been out there. So I'm pretty sure I heard the scuffle. So I'd kind of come in and oh my God, automatically oh, something's happening. I gotta fight. So she's probably just bust in and everything to see Tamriel and Calvin awake and just be like, oh wow, this is our first introduction. I don't really even know anybody except for the odd orc. And Snow.
The odd orc is currently on his knees crying his eyes out.
Come in and see the scuffle. You can just kind of see the aftermath of the situation, and you can almost... The emotions in the air are palpable. You can almost taste the intensity of just all range of emotions in here, especially for you as a fire genasi. You definitely feel the anger vibe, and not the inward anger, something you're probably familiar with.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. So I kind of feel all these things, and they're like pushing. So I kind of like look at Snow, and I'm like, Snow, is everything okay? Because at this point, you know, she's the only person she's emotionally connected to is Snow.
Yeah.
At the moment.
No, we'll kind of look between the boys and be like, boys are working their stuff out. I think we're alright. But come join us.
And then I'll walk in, just kind of like on edge because of the emotion.
About another 45 minutes to an hour pass. Cathalia's condition unchanged. Before she shoots straight up, sitting straight up, eyes wide open, mouth agape, inward breath, loud inhale, her entire body tensing. And then you realize you're no longer dreaming, Cathalia. The nightmare has ended. And you look around the room, and you see your friends, and your brother, and a fire
Fucking
genasi.
A.
Hey!
How close is Kelvin to my bed? Is he
I
like
probably,
right there?
I
Or is he a
probably,
little
I would have
bit-
after a time. I would have moved back over. Yeah.
kind of. I don't even know. My emotions are everywhere. I hate you.
She's cry cussing.
I am. I kind of turn to where I'm sitting on the edge of the bed. And I just kind of look at everybody. And then I slowly get off my bed because I still feel like maybe I'm not
Okay.
actually here. And I will slowly walk over to my brother and just like fall
Okay.
into him.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Holy.
Fantastic job, you guys. Fantastic job. I could not have asked for a better table. That is amazingly well done.
Oh my god.
And Pyre is just standing there like, what did I get into? There's a lot of emotions going around. I don't know what's going
next
on.
episode, I'm sure they'll explain everything to you in a pure, concise manner.
Oh, yeah.
I will end the
God.
stream really quick because I know some of us want to get out to bed. I would like to congratulate everybody at my table for making it to level 5.
Oh my
Yay!
Yes.
Oh, question. Really quick question. Is it still just one fingernail?
Yes, for you. Hi, Queen.
Wait a minute. At level 5, doesn't that mean
Hit
barbarians
twice,
can hit
that's
twice?
correct. Level
Yeah.
5 is a huge
Yes.
level. And you made it through.
God,
Your characters
yes.
have made it through a
Of
lot.
us.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give them a reward. So here's level 5 for y'all. Congratulations.
Oh.
I can
I-
hit more things!
Movements? Oh.
I can hit more things.
my.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of had an inkling that Tam would survive. I was for sure thinking that both of the siblings were not gonna pull through.
I mean, for a
thought-
while, I thought the same thing.
I thought only one of the siblings would survive. I thought, like you said, I thought Tam was gonna survive, but only one of the siblings would survive. And I was like, oh my god, especially with Cathalia not waking up. I was like, oh god.
I know.
All right, I'm gonna say goodbye to chat, everybody. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
To all of you who stayed with us for this fantastic stream, this very emotional stream, I'd like to thank you very much for just being a part of this community. We're at 75 followers now, and I cannot believe how well it's going. So I look forward to being here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central, to hopefully bring you a fantastic story, fun times, great laughs. Until next Wednesday, please be safe, have fun, enjoy your life. But we'll see you next Wednesday. Good night, everybody.